So, welcome to session 20, the Big 2-0. So, last time, as a reminder, you were on the second Lumev expedition. I know it hasn't been that long, but just in case. You think back to where it began before the first expedition, when you helped to deal with the Kylon threat in the city, and learned that the threat is bigger most um, than most people realize, and that slowly but surely the Empire is losing ground to the creatures. You've learned that they have turned entire forests into stone and absorbed life energy and multiplied. And you remember the almost desperate plea: why did the Kylon not enter the portal to Lumev? Have they invaded Lumev in the past? And if so, how are they repelled? Or how is this world protected? And so the expeditions were sent, and here you are. You explored the lake at the oasis. You discovered the ruins 20 feet below, and you thoroughly explored that, even finding the remnants of the city of the dead. You've managed to make your way back out and continue your journey, and finally, you escaped the desert. You found large rocky spires and terraced terrain with rivers and waterfalls, and you came across an overgrown quarry, and you were able to explore and but avoid combat, and you acquired several items there. Um, you also came across a strange yellow spring, and there you were able to find that the waters had special properties, and you wisely avoided diving down below. And so, as we begin, it is now Kaliok fourth, at least according to my notes, and it is raining outside, and it is much cooler now that you've left the desert. So let me take you to the map.
Although, for what it's worth, my notes show that it was the fourth when we went with the pools of water with the frogs and the gators, and it was after that we were going to camp. So I guess we technically haven't camped yet, but after that we'll be going into the fifth.
Right. Speaking of camping, as you were traveling, one thing that occurred to me is that you had traveled partially through grassy terrain before entering the terraced terrain. So you actually are owed another hex of travel. So you can go ahead and move your characters by one hex. Let me make sure we're on the map here. There we go. So you can go ahead and move by one hex.
All right. Well, in that case, I think we will go this way.
Okay. As you travel, you notice that in the distance, not too far away, is a large river, and you can see that there are waterfalls, and the river follows the terrace terrain. But my assumption is that you camp on the near side of the water or of the river, not getting too close yet. All right. So during the camp, what do you guys do?
Well, I'm going to attempt to cast teleport.
Okay. You fail as usual.
Naturally.
And just to be clear, previously, while you were still at the Oasis, everybody had their long rest, and then you've had basically about a day's worth of travel. Um, Actually, or is it 2 days worth of travel? But anyway, have you've made sure you've reset everything you needed to from the long rest, discounting the additional days of travel, right?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah. The big thing is just got to mark off another day's worth of rations, rat ions, and water. Although looks like we'll have another water supply fill up here in a moment.
Okay. All right. So you sleep through the night. You take a short rest. I'm assuming you've gone back to a daytime cycle.
Um, this would be a good time to start doing that. I mean, I think we were technically, Hold on, because let me check the previous session notes, but I don't think we had actually, we hadn't switched over yet. 'Cause I had the fourth list as evening, morning for us after a short rest, and we did do stuff and traveled. So if we want to switch to a day schedule, we'll need to do that now by taking a rest, and that'll put us into the morning of the 6th.
Okay.
Okay.
Is everybody going to do that?
Sure.
Okay.
No objections. I'm disappointed. All right.
All right. So it is now the 6th. It is still raining outside. It's cloudy and dark, and ahead you can see the river in the distance. So is your plan to cross the river,
What
or
are
at
these
least
big
approach the river?
stones? What are
Sorry,
these
go
big
ahead.
stones we're around it? What are these big stones that we're around and on? Are they anything special? Any landmarks, or are they just mountainous?
So, as you can see, kind of a picture there. You kind of basically it's this terraced terrain with these large stone objects. They appear to be natural. If you're looking around them, you do see some plants growing. You see trees, but the structures themselves appear to be natural.
Okay.
Anyway, back to my original question. As you leave that day, are you planning on approaching the river, or are you planning on going a different direction?
Let's see. Well, we're going to have to deal with this river sooner or later. Well, probably sooner because we can only put it off for a few hours if we travel north. Looking to the north, you mentioned a waterfall, right?
Yes.
Is that stuff localized or is that more out towards the mountain area?
There's a local waterfall, but like I said, the terrain is terraced, so you'd basically you're on a plain, and then there's cliffs going downward, there's cliffs going upward, and that's what's forming your waterfall. But that's separate from the mountains.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, 'cause I guess the thing is that if anything, the river's probably going to be more aggressive closer to the mountains. So maybe we're better off looking for an area to ford the river nearby.
Okay.
Okay.
If that's the case, then I will just take you to the map at the river.
Any disputes?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Think we're okay?
You're keeping the rust off fire?
All right. Well, Galen is not here. So I'm assuming Galen is just kind of following behind, being quiet, but staying out of the way. Anyway, as you approach the river, you can see that to the north of you, well, more like northeast. This is rotated. The river is going diagonal on the map, so this is kind of rotated 45 degrees. But we'll just call it north for now to make things easy. So to the north, you see what looks like an ancient stone bridge. However, you can see that it's broken in the center, and you can see vines growing all around it. In addition, you see these glowing green crystals, one close nearby, and then two more on the other side of the river. And you can see the terracing. You can see the waterfall, where there's cliffs going to a higher level, and the waterfall where there's cliffs going to a lower level down here. And yeah, you see plants and trees all around you, and you see the remains of what look like very ancient stone walls, perhaps once a tower, to the east. So what do you do?
First thing I'm going to do is look around and see if I can spot any evidence that anybody's tried to use this bridge anywhere in the reasonably recent past or went anywhere other than the bridge.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a survival check. Or
Okay, I'll
perception,
have
whichever you want
Chard.
to do.
I'll have Char do a kind of a flyby of the area to see if he spots anything else out of the ordinary.
Okay. So one thing that Char notices as he's flying by, he notices that there's vines around these rocks that seem to be pretty tall. There's vines over here by this grass and smaller rocks, which seem to be pretty tall. There's lots of vines growing around the center of the bridge, and to the north, near the one of the trees on the other side of the bridge, there's a set of vines that are growing around the tree.
Can I investigate the remains there?
Say that again?
Can I investigate the remains of the tower thing that you mentioned?
Yes. So yeah, you approach. They appear to be simple stones. They remind you a bit um, of the temple that you're exploring underneath the lake. If you want to gain more, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oops, not advantage,
It's
just
a
take
16
16.
then. Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. Anyway, so yes, this tower, from as far as you can tell, is very old. Probably older than a lot of the ruins you've seen. It appears to be from some sort of ancient past. And yeah, like I said, it appears to be normal stonework, probably thousands of years old.
Okay.
All right, so what are you gonna do?
Let's.
Any evidence of anybody? My roll was a
Oh, I'm
12.
sorry. You don't see any evidence of anybody, although you do see maybe some scratch marks or something, or it's like a long strip of something being pulled along the stone, perhaps moving the dirt around. Definitely not humanoid. Maybe some sort of animal or plant.
Now, across the bridge or crossways?
Um, Basically following along the bridge, so it'd be um, basically perpendicular or it'd be straight up to the north.
So basically parallel to the sides of the bridge or a
Exactly.
vertical line.
Exactly.
All right. Taking a look, I guess, from the side, anything suspicious in the water?
You see a lot of vines hanging into the water, but they all seem to be connected together somehow. They seem to be intertwined.
I consider that to be mildly suspicious. How about the bridge? How bad does it look from the side?
It looks like the center is completely collapsed, but it looks like the away from the center, it's still holding pretty well. It seems like it's probably got another 100 years before it collapses fully.
All righty. Well, I don't like the fact that there are so many vines around, so we might want to be cautious of that. Based on what I'm seeing of the bridge, it looks like we might be able to shore up the middle enough to get the wagon across, but we're probably going to want to make sure we don't have any crisis on the way. Any suggestions?
I was gonna say first, can we go ahead and check out this weird green glowy rock thing, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
look into finding a way to cross the bridge. Does that sound okay?
Okay.
Mhm.
So Ragu, you go to check out the crystal, and the as you're looking, you see near the base some etchings. So I'm going to go ahead and show everybody what they look like. You should see the image on your screen. So you can see near the base there's this pattern of etchings. It seems to be 9 marks in total. And you can feel some sort of energy coming off the crystal. I'm assuming
I
you
can
haven't
go ahead.
touched it or anything, you're just looking at the moment.
Yes, yes. So far, I just kind of go down to look, and I can do further investigations. But if I can sense some sort of energy, I'd like to go ahead and ritual cast a detect magic. If we can wait a moment.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic, and as you do so, the spell seems to be absorbed into the crystal, And when it does so, the crystal makes a deep musical sound, almost like hitting glass, but a very deep rumbling sound.
Hmm. You know how they had those weird, um, sorry, excuse me. You know how they were having those weird power generator modules that would suck up our spell points? Do you
Mhm.
suppose they have such kind of technology because this is a naturally occurring stone? And they based it off of, the physics of the world. Perhaps this could be something. Um,
Just so you know, Ragu, it's pretty hard to hear you because of the
Yeah, that'll
volume.
point.
oh, sorry. Here, trying to adjust. Can you guys hear me better now?
It's a little better.
All right. But all right. I'll repeat. Um, the power generators that the ancient peoples here had, they would suck up our magic for energy. Do you think that is because of this kind of stone here they had available to them? I wonder if we could be using it.
Um, no idea. Although you're fairly proficient at artifact lore, I'll trust your judgment on this.
All
Especially if you
right.
give it
If you,
more research, I can help you with that.
that's an excellent idea. With his help, I'm going to be doing some more closer examination, very cautiously if I have to touch it.
Okay. And as you're examining, what are you looking for?
Um, Making sure that this is natural. I don't know what those gouges are yet. Um, Seeing if it has. Well, it sucked up my spell as I was trying to ritual cast it, but
Yep. And when it sucked up your spell, it made the noise.
yeah. And I'm trying to figure out whether or not it's dangerous to touch. If we might take a piece with us. Um,
Okay.
and
So yeah, you honestly don't know if it's dangerous to touch. You you do remember touching similar stones in the past. You know the other crystals that absorbed your magic. You were able to touch those. You didn't remove them, but you were able to touch them, and it didn't hurt you. But obviously, this isn't exactly the same.
Well, dumb question then. The people that can do magic from a distance, can someone try and do something similar to what Ruku did, but with one of the ones closest on the other side from here?
Um,
uh, okay, go ahead.
I don't know if I've got anything with range for that.
Oh,
I
one
think
moment, please. Then I can come over
Although,
here. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and stop right there. Ragu, as you approach the vines that I mentioned being over here, they suddenly grab you, and I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
I am
I
so shocked.
I was gonna say I'm utterly surprised.
I'm gonna have a
No
heart attack
offense,
and
Jeremy, but
die
yeah,
from that surprise.
I kind of had a hunch
Oh,
that the
what
vines were
lovely
gonna
names
try and grab
too.
us, but that's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
murder
Oh,
vines. I'm really
those are
surprised.
nasty looking. Yeah.
All right, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's all I got. All right, so has everybody rolled?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so we are now at the beginning of round one. So Ragu, the vines are grabbing for you, but you get to act first. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna attempt to jump out of the way and slash them, cut the vines.
Okay, go for it.
Wait, let's see, where's Char? Oh yeah, Char's gonna fly over this way and give me advantage on my first hit.
All right. Well, that's a critical. You hit. So it looks like 14 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah, you start slicing into the vines.
And try and take a step back away after I do that attack. Not going to try and offhand attack this time, but I'm going to be ready and wary.
Okay. And as you step away, it is going to take his attack of opportunity. Is a 23 hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Okay, so the
Oh,
attack
17.
hits
Yeah,
you.
because I'll be exactly 23 if I shield, but he'll still win, right?
Right. So what happens
yeah.
is it is trying to reach towards you, and you step in and attack, and then as you try to step away, it grabs you, and it does 9 points of damage as it whips around and then squeezes you, and as you are grappled, you are restrained until the grapple ends. And the escape DC is 13, which you can try again on your next turn.
Okay.
Pico, you just saw Ragu step in to attack the vine, and the vine is now squeezing him. What are you going to do? I meant Pico, yeah.
All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and use feline agility to get close enough to attack this one on the bridge. And I am going to attempt a booming blade the damn thing.
Okay,
And I am going to fail the booming blade the damn thing.
you do so.
And I go ahead and rush over here to flank for Ragu.
Because he is restrained, I don't think that counts as a flanking bonus.
It will once I break out, but not until then.
Right. So you can still hit him, but you
Just
don't
for
get the
positioning.
advantage.
And that's pretty much my turn.
Oh, okay. I thought you were still at an attack. All right.
No, you did booming blade, so it's the one attack. And since it spectacularly failed, oops.
All right. So, Ire, you see Ragu is being squeezed by the vine. Pico attempted to attack one of the other vines, and it was able to move out of the way. And so, what are you going to do?
I'll come over here and flank for Pico, and attack this. Do I get advantage at this?
Well,
since
so you're
he's...
as close as you can be to flanking, so we'll go ahead and allow it. So, yeah, you have advantage.
Well, basically, you could move into the spot Ragu's in, get your actual advantage there, and then move into that spot right afterwards.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
gonna
That's
stay.
true. So just go ahead and stay where you were and go ahead and do your attack.
All right. And I get 2 attacks. I'm gonna put an advantage.
Okay, the first one bounces off, but the second one hits. So 6 points. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Oreo, do you have any Roundup in your repertoire?
What?
Actually, Roundup might be the wrong thing. Stump remover,
Yeah, no, it's-
weed killer.
Oh, Roundup
Roundup-
works.
Roundup weed killer, yeah.
So what you see is to the north, the vines pulls itself out of the water, and as it moves, you can see that the roots act as a bunch of legs, and it actually moves surprisingly quickly.
Kaboom.
No,
you
I
missed,
missed.
sorry.
And
Sorry.
1, 2, 3. It did not have enough movement, however, to attack Devok. But the second one does, and it sets itself up for flanking.
These are.
All right. Oops, it should
Smart
have
dice.
advantage. So 19, but you have your armor, Devok, so that's still a miss, correct?
Let me check. I always forget if it's 19 or 20. I think that does hit. I think my AC is 19. I don't know why it's at 18.
Okay, in that case, it does hit. So as it squeezes the life out of you, you can feel your bones cracking as you take 17 points of damage, and you are now restrained.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. All right. Devok, you are currently restrained as the thing has you wrapped up. However, you can spend your action to attempt to escape with a DC 13 athletics check.
Okay. Sure, I'll do that.
You break free, landing on the ground. However, your action is spent. You still have your bonus action and your movement. So what are you going to do?
Okay. 1 second. I just realized I could have used the thing. That's okay. Can I move?
You can. However,
If I move
they
there-
will get attacks of opportunity.
Well, I just want to get them both in front of me, rather than like on both sides of me. So like there. I don't know if that.
Okay, so if you do that,
in between.
then
Right.
this one will get an attack of opportunity. Oh, you just want if you want to be there, that's fine. But basically, as soon as you leave
I do.
melee range, then the one you're leaving melee range with will get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm not leaving melee range.
Okay, so you're gonna stay
I'm
there.
not trying. I guess so.
All right. Is there anything else you can do, or is that the end of your turn?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
My turn.
All right. The assassin vine continues to squeeze Ragu. So we're just going to go ahead and just do the damage there. So as he squeezes Ragu, you feel the pressure increasing, and you take another 11 points of damage. On your next turn, you can try to break free.
Alrighty.
All right, Oreo, you can see that Ragu is literally being squeezed to death. You can see that Devok was grabbed, but he escaped. So what are you going to do?
Arrow to the one that's being grappling Rogu.
All right, go for it. That hits.
Plus. And I'm going to go ahead and spend one of the wails from the grave. So as it screams because of the pain, the one, number 3, the one that was coming at me, I'm going to do another thing here. It gets that much more.
Okay, great. All right, so yeah, the first one is definitely hurt badly. It's actually hurt badly enough that it flails and drops Ragu to the ground. And we are now at the beginning of round 2. Ragu, it's your turn. You have been released, so you don't have to spend an action, thanks to the massive amount of damage you guys did to the creature. So what are you going to do?
All right. I am going to okay. Char is going to fly over here, giving a assistance to
You already
which
have
one has
advantage
Devok?
because it's
Yeah.
flanked already.
I think he's doing it for
Yeah.
Devok.
Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
which one has Devok? Vine 2 or Vine 4?
Neither. Devok escaped.
Oh, he did escape. Okay. Well, still, we'll come down and give advantage against Vine 4, whoever gets that next.
Okay, fair enough.
And then he's actually up in the air, so hopefully he's high. And Gregu is going to swing away. Ryson Blue Dog.
That hits. All right, you slash into it for 12 points of damage. You can tell that it is still barely moving.
And in with my bonus attack. Or not, bonus round. Yeah, bonus action attack.
Right. And that hits as well. Can you do at least 2 points of damage? You do. And you finish it off.
Slash. And then I'm going to go ahead and move this way.
Okay.
3, 4. Is that the right spot for Devok? He's kind of in a half X.
He is close enough.
Okay. I will move to that location, but I don't have another attack.
Fair enough. All right, Pico, the creature you guys have been attacking is finally dead. So what are you going to do?
Oreo, I'm impressed. I didn't know it was possible to snipe with a wood chipper. All right, I'm gonna leap up onto the bridge. Ooh, I better keep track of my math here. Let's see, where was I? No, I was right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make another booming blade attempt.
All right, go for it.
Wow. Okay, well, I got my learning by failure. All right, well, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, what do I want to do here? No, 7. Here, see what happens.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep. Well, Ragu, I think you make a better gardener than I do so far.
All right, Ire, you can
Just
see.
get her in.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just doing some role play with Pico there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I just said, just get her in for cutting the weeds.
All right, Ire, the creature that you were attacking is now dead. So what are you going to do?
I'll go for Assassin Vine 3 down the middle.
Okay.
Hit him twice. Oh, I don't get advantage on these.
You don't,
That's my
but
bad.
the first one misses, second one hits. Okay, a solid hit for 11 points of damage, but it's still alive. What is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Assassin Vine 4 is going to attack Devok. With an 8, then it fails miserably. Assassin Vine 2 is going to move around for the flank and attack Devok. And this one has advantage. And gets a critical
Oh,
hit.
I'm gonna use this. Hold
You're
on.
gonna what?
This. If it does what I remember it doing. Oh, I should use that
Imposing-
beforehand.
Use your reaction.
Yeah, this was used before the attack.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense because it's basically a gamble. It's like you're setting up
Yeah.
a defense. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, it is a reaction, though, so it might help.
Well, although in this case, oh yeah, I see.
It's a reaction to the original attack, not after it's been rolled already.
Right. Yeah, the idea behind that is so that you don't cheese it by knowing whether the roll's going to hit or not. It's kind of like you're going to spend it, and in the fear it'll help you. But yeah, that makes sense. However, if you want, you can spin a fate point to make it work anyway.
Yes. Because I will die otherwise.
Okay, so you're going to use a fate point.
Yes.
Fair enough. So you phase through the attack. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Assassin Vine 5 comes up to attack. Comes up to attack Ragu. Sorry about that. And he gets a critical hit. So Ragu, as it grabs and squeezes you, you feel your armor cracking, you feel the pressure on your bones, and you take 29 points of damage and are now restrained.
Wow.
And then Assassin
Moodok.
Vine 3 is going to attempt on Ire, and Ire, I'm pretty sure 24 hits, correct?
Yeah, that hits me. Yeah.
So you take 9 points of damage as it grabs and squeezes you. Both you and Ragu can use your action to attempt to escape on your turn. All right, Davak, you barely phased through the attack of Assassin Vine 2, and you are currently flanked. What are you going to do?
Well, good question. One second. I think I'll do this. Hold on. I think it's time. I cast that. Let me fix this.
Okay. Although it cannot use while mounted. Okay, so
I'm summoning it now.
you summon a mount, but how does that help you in this situation?
Because I plan to get on it and go away from them. But I should probably, I don't know. I didn't really think this through very well. I just wanted to cast that spell. I might just take the attacks and then get on the mount.
Well, if you summon the mount, then you won't be able to attack.
No. I just want to be able to get on it so I can get away from them easily. If that makes sense.
Or you can disengage and get away.
Yeah, that'd be better because that gets you away from everything in range without getting hurt.
Oh, it engages.
Okay, use disengage as an action, and which means that they don't get attacks of opportunity, and then you can take your normal movement.
Oh. Okay, I
And
didn't
it
know that
doesn't
was a
cost
thing.
you any spell slots.
Then I'll do that.
Okay, that makes more sense. All right, so that's your action and your movement. Is that the end of your turn?
That takes my action too. I guess so.
Okay. All right, Oreo.
Actually,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
let me do some more movement. I don't know why I went there. I'll go here.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so Oreo, you see that Ragu is currently wrapped up, and so is Ire. Ragu is almost dead, and you see Davak has run away since he was flanked. So what are you going to do?
Number 5 is the one that's holding Ragu.
Yes.
I'll get here, and then I'll shoot number 5 with the arrow. Now, so he's still considered engaged with it, right? Even though it's restrained.
Yeah, I guess so. Since its attention is on him and not on you, which means you would still be able to do your whatchamacallit,
Sneak
your
attack.
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
That hits.
Yeah. And this. And
All right.
then I'm gonna go ahead and do the whales again. So the one that's right next to him will get this one. So number 4 will get this one.
Okay. All right, so that was definitely successful. The Assassin Vine 5 is still over half health and does not seem to be letting go, so it was not yet enough damage. Is that the end of your turn?
Okay. That's it.
Okay, we're at the beginning of round 3. Ragu, you are currently being squeezed to death. However, you can attempt to make an athletics check with a DC of 13 to escape.
Alrighty. Athletics. Yes, I will definitely be trying to break out.
You do so?
Should have been should have been just the 23. Sorry.
Yep, no problem. But yep, 23 is definitely good enough. And so that is your action. And even if you have multiple attacks, unfortunately, when you use your action to break free of stuff like this, it does take your entire action. Something I looked up, since we weren't sure before.
Oh.
No. So your action is gone. However, you still have your bonus action and your movement.
Okay, and my bonus action cannot disengage, so I'd get a couple of attacks of opportunity there, which I cannot.
Don't you still have action surge?
I do still have action surge. Ooh, I can do that. Okay, since I did not take an attack as my action, I can still bonus attack with my knife.
I believe you have to take an attack as your action to do that.
All right. In that case, can I just grab or ready with my bonus action?
Can you what?
Grab or ready something with my bonus action.
Yeah, you can like pull out a knife or ready a weapon. You can definitely do that.
All right. I'm readying a fire cylinder, and now I action surge to take my disengage, drop the fire cylinder, and back off. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I just rolled a 2d6. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
/R.
Yeah, it's area of effect. So yeah, it'll hit them.
Plus.
Okay. So 10 damage.
And
no,
the
I
whole
said
getting
10 damage, not 100 damage. Oh, jeez. Sorry. The controls are on your side. They want these things to die. All right,
Yes.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then the explosion also does the whole knock thing.
I
Hold
believe
on a
they
second.
get a saving throw, correct?
Yeah, make a
Yeah,
DC 15 dex save or
Yep.
take half damage. Yeah.
So let me do that. 15. Oh, I'll adjust the damage if they make it. Okay, neither have made it. So okay, so they took the full damage and they are knocked back 10 feet. So probably something like that,
One's there. Oh, yeah.
and something like that. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I figured it would be knocked this way, but yeah, whichever. I didn't know. I didn't
Yeah,
want to
you
hurt.
dropped it. So this is in the way. So the explosion
Okay.
would have, basically.
Would have gone that way.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't trying to screw you, Ire. That was a mistake.
Fine.
All right, is
All
that the end of your turn?
That is actually no, because I action surged. I still have a second bonus action, which I am taking to second wind.
Okay, go ahead and do your roll or however that works. And Pico, you see one of the two of the creatures were knocked back in the explosion, but they're still alive. So what are you going to do?
All right, Ragu, be right back. 5, 6. All right, I'm gonna jump up on the rock. No, that's more of a flanking position for Ire. Gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to become a Chandler.
Oh, real quick though, Ire, if I remember correctly, you are restrained still, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So you do not get advantage because he's restrained. Again, you can still attack, but I'm just letting you know. And your bear would also have full health, so not 4.
Jeremy, Vine 5 is below 50% health?
Vine 5. He is below 50% health.
Does something similar to what happened to Ragu happen with Ire and it drops him?
Yeah. No, because you have to kind of do that damage all in a short period of time.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Anyway, go ahead, Pico.
All right, but there's no advantage, even though the thing's totally distracted with Ire.
That's actually a good point. It is distracted with Ire and probably focus the other direction. So you probably should get advantage. Go ahead and take it.
Alrighty. Go ahead and pull up the brown bear character sheet. All right, there we go. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and rip into this thing with claws.
Okay, that hits.
All right. Okay, does it let me roll the damage? There we go. Okay.
Okay, 7 points.
And I'm going to go ahead and follow up and just bite into the thing and start shredding some more. Oh, I'll take that.
Looks like a critical hit.
Very nice.
So 13, and now it's definitely low enough health and definitely a lot of damage. So Ire hits the ground, but the creature is still alive. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right, Ire, you were released, so you have your full action, bonus action, and movement. So what are you gonna do?
What is the? Okay, yeah, I'll hit Assassin 5.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely very low in health.
And I do get flanking for this.
Yes, you do. That hits. All right, and you finish it off. You smash
Nice.
it into pulp. Is that the end of your
Alright.
turn?
No, I can use my second attack on the one to my left. Assassin
Okay,
Vine
you do
3.
not have advantage on that one. So that is actually a 9, which misses.
Damn, I got excited for a second.
Sorry about that.
That's my bad. I left advantage on.
All right.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Assassin Vine 4 is going to attack you, Ire. But with a 14, it fails to get through your impressive armor. And then Assassin Vine 2 rushes up to attack Devok, but it's not quite in position for flanking, so it too fails to connect. And Assassin Vine 3 does get in position to flank. Ire. Advantage. So that's a 22, Ire.
Yeah,
It's a
that
22 hit.
hits. Yep.
Okay, it squeezes you, and more of your metal cracks as it does 19 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are currently restrained. All right, Devok. The creatures could not hit you, but you can see Ire is currently being squeezed by Assassin Vine 3. What are you going to do?
Honestly, I don't really have much to cast in this situation. So I guess I can do this. Hold on.
Yeah. Do you have something with necrotic damage? These things probably don't like rotting.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you can disengage and get away, then you can start firing from distance.
Of course, disengage won't let him attack, so.
Yeah.
I can't get away because they'll just come back and I'll waste my turn again.
Oh, okay.
So either I cast something or I run until they die.
Shoot.
Well, one thing.
Shot
Oh,
somewhere.
no, wait.
But what? Oh, that's a bonus action. I forgot that was a bonus action. Okay, I'll do that for my bonus action.
Okay. You can attack a creature within 5 feet with the shadowy hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fair. So that what you could do then is you could use your action to disengage, move away, and then use your bonus action to cast a spell.
Yeah.
Do
And
that.
maintain distance. Yeah.
Well, I can try, but I don't have much speed. I can move 25 feet. So
Right, but the advantage of moving is you won't be flanked right away, especially since Ire is surrounded. Anyway, which creature are you attacking with your spell?
move down here. Vine 4, I guess. Actually, wait, which one has Ire?
I believe it was 3.
Okay, then I'll attack 3.
Let me check. I might be wrong. Yeah, Vine 3. All right. All right. So yeah. Oh yeah. You still have to roll to hit. So is that your roll to hit? In that case, if that is, then you hit.
Okay.
And wow, 11 points of damage, near maximal. Excellent. Is that the end of your turn?
I guess so. Wait, actually, it has to make a wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
or else it's frightened.
What's the DC?
Um,
It's your spell DC.
14.
And it made it.
That's it.
What would have happened if it failed?
It would have been scared of me.
Okay. All right. Oreo, you see that Davok escaped again and managed to attack Assassin Vine 3. Assassin Vine 3 currently has Ire restrained and is squeezing the life out of him. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that one.
Okay. Okay, that hits.
Plus,
22 points of damage, which is definitely enough to make it release Ire. Ire hits the ground, but not enough to kill it. Is that the end of your turn?
yes.
Right. We're now at the beginning of round 4. Ragu, Ire is at about half his health, as far as you can tell, and so are you. But Assassin Vine 3 is almost dead. So what are you going to do?
Char's gonna dive bomb from way up where he is, and go ahead and flap in the way of Assassin Vine 4, continuing off this way out of harm. I am going to run up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, exactly. Run up and attack this one on Ire.
Okay. You have advantage then.
Run up with my sword. Modak!
That hits. And you finish it off.
Okay. My wait, 1, 2, 6. Okay, oh damn it, bonus action spells. Wait, no, bonus action attack. All right, I'm going to bonus action attack throw my trench kukri since I'm far away at Vine 4.
Okay. That is a 13, but that
That
does
is a 19 because Char gave advantage to Vine 4.
Okay, fair enough. You hit.
Okay. 8.
All right. It's sticking out of one of the vines near the base, having done 8 points of damage. Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
All right, Pico. You can see that you're down to just 2 of these creatures. So what are you going to do?
All right, well, I am going to go ahead and lope over here opposite Ire, and I am going to go ahead and start trying to shred these things.
Fair enough.
So, I will start with claws. And,
That definitely hits. All right, so you do 13 points,
and follow up with my bear mouth.
which also hits for another 11. A massive amount of damage, but it is still alive. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that's good enough for me.
All right, Ire, you are on your feet again, and the vine right in front of you is almost dead. So what are you going to do?
Try to finish off.
You have advantage.
Oh.
That hits. And you just barely, but you actually finish it off. It had 7 hit points.
Nice.
Is that the end of your turn?
No, I can use my second attack.
Okay.
Down on line 2. And to try to turn off advantage this time.
But that still hits.
Yep.
Okay. A small hit, but still damages him.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Assassin Vine 2 is going to attack Ire, because Ire's right there. With the 14, though, it fails to get a hold of him. And Davok, you can see that there's one of the creatures left, so what are you going to do?
I'll use the thing I spawned to attack it again.
Okay, so that's your bonus action. Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, sorry, yeah, they hit. You're right. Now roll your damage because that hits. All right, so that is your bonus action. So what are you going to do with your action?
Eldritch Blast.
That hits. All right, looks like, what is that, 12 points of damage? Pretty good.
Yep.
And it definitely hurt it,
Roll,
but it is still alive.
roll wisdom save again.
Okay.
14.
Does this become scary because of the hand?
Yes.
Okay. And it failed. So it is definitely frightened of you,
Cool.
which
So,
means it won't, definitely it cannot move closer to you. So you don't have to worry about that anymore.
if I already used my what's it called? Bonus action. Can I use like another thing that's also bonus action?
No. You only get one bonus action.
So I'm a little confused then.
About
One second, because I have this spell. And I assume it's supposed to be used with that other spell. So I just don't know how I would use both of them in one turn.
You would probably have
'Cause
to
it is
use that
bonus.
next round.
But
Right.
then I'd be giving them an attack. So what's the point? No, whatever. What is we on?
No. So it's going to still be frightened of you next round. So you can use that spell, and even if your hand is now attacking a different target.
Point is either I attack with the hand or I use that.
In this case, but let's say there's two of them. One is frightened of you, one's not. The one that's frightened of you can make him take the d6 points of damage, and the one that's not frightened of you, you can attack with the hand. Do you see what I'm saying?
It's a good combo. It just takes a setup.
Oh, I
Like,
see.
I guess-
I see. No. Let me bring up your hand thing again. Let's go ahead and read
Yeah,
that.
Shadow Grasp has a duration of up to 1 minute concentration, so he could keep using that multiple turns to attack one thing, but then still do the influence.
Yeah, but
Oh.
hold on. Go ahead and bring up your other thing because I think I see the thing. It's just that.
You can scroll up. It's
All right.
a little earlier.
So when you cast
The influence, is that a full action or a bonus action?
As a bonus action, move the shadowy hand up to 20 feet and repeat. Oh, okay, so you do have to spend a bonus action to make it attack again. That's what I was going to check. So, my
Gremlin's
guess
influence.
is that other spell is for things where there's other reasons they're frightened of you, or you can't reach them for some reason with the hand. But I see what you're saying. But yeah, you only get one bonus action.
Okay.
All right. So that's okay. So you're done. So Oreo, did you attack yet?
No,
Okay. So what are you
just
gonna do?
waiting. And now go ahead and move there. Shoot it.
Okay. Okay, that hits.
Plus,
Alrighty. So that's a lot of damage, but it is still alive. Is that the end of your turn?
yeah.
All right, we're at the beginning of round 5. So Ragu, you see that there's one left that has less than half health, and it seems to want to get away from Devok. So what are you going to do?
Alrighty. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to get right up here. And I'm going to trim the weeds.
Go for it.
Mudok!
That hits. Okay, 9 points.
And my bonus attack.
Okay. You have advantage. That still hits.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, another 6 points, and it is nearly dead, but not quite. Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
All right. Pico. It is flanked and almost dead, so what are you going to do?
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and kind of brush Ire out of the way for the moment. I am going to go ahead and tear into this. I'm going to start with the bite this time.
Okay, the bite does not hit,
I will follow up with the claws.
which
Wow.
also does not hit.
All right. And since there's already plenty of flanking to go around, I am going to go ahead and tactically tumble my way over here and crouch next to these rocks, hiding from the wrong direction, just for Orio's benefit.
Fair enough. All right, Ire, the creature is almost dead, so what are you going to do?
Let's see if I can finish him off.
All right,
Get advantage.
that hits.
Bop.
And you do finish him off. And
There
that
he goes.
is the end of the combat. So let me go ahead and turn this stuff off. All right. You notice that now the vines that were near the center of the bridge are gone. The vines that were near the rock over here are gone. The vines that are over here by this rock are gone. And the vines that were by this tree to the north, way up here, are also gone. So what are you going to do?
All right, well, I'm going to go over to Ragu and I'm going to nudge him. Then I am going to walk over to the bridge. I am going to take my paws and put one paw at the near edge of the gap, another paw at the near edge of the gap, hold that up in front of my bare face. I am going to go down to the wagon, and right in front of the wagon wheels, I'm going to lay my paws the same distance in front of the wheels. I am going to draw 2 sets of claw marks in front of the wheels, one in front of the wheels and another one out about the same distance as the gap. And I am going to sort of grab Ragu's arm and then pull him over to the wagon, and I am going to try and lift the wagon up and over my 2 claw marks.
I am going to help the bear lift. I think I know what you're doing. Can we get? Are we putting us together? Are we enough to be able to lift the wagon over the gap you made in the ground?
What's your total strength? Actually, I'll do this. The bear and Ragu, both of you just make strength checks, add it together, and if you get past, I think 25, then you succeed.
Right. Just strengths or athletics?
You can do athletics.
Now, from what I understand, large creatures have more carrying capacity by virtue of their height, or I mean size. Does that
Yeah.
help any as far as this goes? I mean, the wagon is effectively lighter relative to the bear than the strength would normally account for.
Oh, yeah,
That's fair.
push,
I'll go
pull.
ahead and give you advantage on your roll then.
Yeah, push,
Alrighty.
pull, and drag, or lift. I mean, yeah, push, pull.
Okay,
lift.
well that's still modest rolls, but that's still good enough. So you succeed.
All
Okay.
right.
And we kind of nod. We know what to do. We'll get the mules across, and then we'll be able to just huff and lift the wagon over.
Yep. And the gap is narrow enough that you guys could basically step over it, so you guys can move across the bridge without worrying about it.
All right. And with Ragu's long legs and Pico's big bear broad hips, then we can just straddle the gap and lift over.
Right.
Yep, because just one side at a time, and if we have to shift the load on there to, get all the weight over the axle, it's not being lifted. That should help too. So.
Right.
Okay.
Oh wait, that would be there. There we go. All right. So you managed to get the wagon over. So once you do so, you realize that the 3 crystals are still glowing. So what are you going to do from here? We'll assume you took care of the wagon.
I definitely want to do a better investigate on that. I never got my chance. If now that Pico is done super bear stuff, is he back to normal?
Not just
Or is he
yet.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a few minutes just in case. I'm going to go ahead and look at this rock, though.
You're looking at the rock or the crystal?
Well, the crystal, sorry.
Okay. So yeah, it's very similar to the other one, but this one does not have any markings on it.
What about the one I'm in front of?
The same. It's similar to the other one, but has no markings. But both of you, when you're close to the crystal, you can feel power coming from it.
Yeah.
It's like a
Devak.
heat.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt your description.
I just finished.
Okay. Devak, will you be giving me a hunt here? Because I never
Sure.
got a chance to roll, I think.
Yeah.
Or did I? Dave, did I get a chance to roll for...
I don't think you ever did on the first one.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that now to see if we can learn anything else.
Okay.
Oh, and that still sucked.
All right. Yeah, you're examining the crystal, and you you know that, or you have a pretty good idea that it's safe to touch. You know absorbs magic, and you know that when it absorbs magic, it makes a sound. But that's about all you're able to figure out.
Okay. I'm just going to grab like this little one right there. If it's safe to touch, I'll go ahead and just grab that. We'll throw it in the cart and
Okay,
I'll be able
you
to
do so.
do better later.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you
The-
for your help.
The large main piece is definitely embedded in the ground and would take a lot of work to remove if it's even possible. However, you are able to take a smaller piece.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys, I'll go ahead and show this to you guys again. That's what you guys saw the first time on this crystal down here. So, what are you going to do from here?
I'm gonna go ahead and investigate a little bit. Do I see any evidence of any other threats?
You do not. With your high passive perception and knowing what to look for, you're pretty positive there's no more of the vines.
How about this big waterfall? Can I see anything through beyond it?
There's basically a cliff, and you can't really see to the top of the cliff, but you suspect it is more river. But you don't see anything that stands out.
Well, I guess in that case, I feel safe getting out of bear form. So, boink. All right.
I didn't hear what Oreo was examining. Can I just lend her assistance for whatever else he was?
She said she was looking at the crystal to see if there's any markings or anything, but there was not.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you had something else in mind, Oreo.
No, and I'm currently away. Sorry, guys, I didn't put it in the thing.
Okay.
And you said the crystal on this side had the same markings, or at least the one near Oreo?
It did not. It doesn't have any markings. Only the one to the south, the first one you examined, had any markings.
Anybody want to try and cast magic into one of these?
I can go ahead and ritual cast a detect magic, see if it sucks it out again.
Which one are you casting at?
Well, casting it near this one, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, when you cast it, as soon as you finished, it absorbs it, and it makes a medium pitch sound. It's a musical tone, but it is definitely higher pitched than the one to the south, but still a comfortable a comfortable pitch.
I'm gonna go ahead and toss a cantrip at this one then that I just moved over to.
Okay, you do so, and it emits a high pitched tone.
All right, I know exactly what I'm doing. So,
I was gonna say I'm having a theory.
Starting here, I am now going to cast a cantrip at this one that I just moved to. Then I am going to cross the bridge and cast a cantrip down here. Then I am going to come back here, cast a cantrip.
Okay.
Here, cast a cantrip.
Okay.
Here, cast a cantrip. Cast a cantrip here again. cast the
Um,
cantrip here, and then
I am
finally
thinking
cast
they
down
were
here.
All right,
Gregor.
so you do so, and the crystals, the crystals all seem to harmonize, and the ground shakes, and suddenly, in 3 different locations, the grass disappears, and you see these metal hatches with pits that lead down below. They are here, here, and here. Oh, sorry. Oh no, you're seeing that. Yeah. All right. Actually, let me move these to the map layer. And sorry, I interrupted you, Ragu. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm okay.
Okay. So what do you do?
Well, guess I'm gonna have a peek at this first one here.
Okay. You peek down there, and you see a small room. Um, it's about 15 feet down. There's no ladder or anything attached, though. It just seems to be a circular shaft that goes straight down, and you can dimly make out a metallic room with probably a couple of doors.
All
Can
right.
Char be of some help over there?
Are you going to make Char fly down?
Yeah, I'm trying to move.
Okay. So
Okay.
let me go ahead and move you down, Ragu, since you would actually have a more exact view. So you
Okay.
see the room?
Yes.
Okay, that's what you see. So I'm going to move you back up.
Okay. Did the room go out further? Because all I got to see were those 4 pillars. I don't know if it was just really dim or if my monitor's
There
dim.
was it's a fairly small room with 2 doors, one to the north and one to the east.
Okay. It's a small antechamber, but there are 2 possible doors.
Actually, other thing you noticed is each door had one of those a handprint. One of them was glowing green, and one was glowing red.
Okay. And they are the handprint doors, so it's a good thing we are bringing our keys, yes? Anybody? No? Okay.
Well, we should probably have a peek down the other ones before deciding which one we're going to go into. We can take a look at this other
Yes.
one here.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
It's similar, Ragu. I'm assuming you do the same thing, so I'm just going to move you
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, and
And
I'll
that's
just...
what you see, Ragu.
Okay, there is a small antechamber with a little pile of trash there, and there is being 2 doors, one to the north and the other one to the east.
Okay.
And
And it's the same thing with the door to the north being green and the door to the east being red.
okay, so yes, the same greens and reds for the hand printing. We can check this one up there.
You're going to go up to the one to the north?
Yeah. Anybody
Okay,
coming?
I'll just do the same then.
All right.
And so, yep, you go down there, and you see that this one has 3 doors. And the door to the south, the handprint is green, the other 2 are red. And you see piles of trash in a very similar room, although it's slightly differently shaped. Okay.
This one here has the 3 doors. It might be a better option. I do not know. What are you guys thinking?
And guess I'll trust your judgment on which one we should go down.
Okay.
Though, before we get too wild and crazy, I should go ahead and do something I should have done already. And that is, let's see, that is a 1. Okay, so get rid of a level 1 spell slot. And then I am going to put on my mage armor.
Ah,
Good idea.
Can
um,
Galen, even though he's all sad and moopy somewhere, but can he heal the people that are hurt right now first?
that's exactly what I was about to ask. Yes, I know Galen's not really here yet, but can he? Can he still?
All right. So how many people is he gonna heal?
Yeah, definitely me. I could take my med kit for the day.
So I'm assuming that'll be Devok and Ragu.
Are we?
And Ire.
I can't. But if we're doing like a short rest, I can use hit dice and heal
Oh,
myself.
right. Sorry.
Yeah, he can't use healing potions or the med kits or nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can take a short break. It would be 10 minutes per hit die if you want to do it that way. Ire.
Yeah, I definitely need to use some hit dice.
How many dice do you want to use?
Like 2 or 3, preferably.
So 30 minutes? That's doable.
Okay.
Yeah, and
As far as the other two, do either of you remember what the roll is?
not off the top of my head, no. I know he should have it on his sheet.
Okay. Let me look again. I always forget.
Sounds something like a D6 plus the number of. I don't know what his spell modifier is though.
Is it a D6? I'm trying to look it up right now.
As an action, you can spend 1 use of a healer's kit to tend to a creature and restore 1d6 plus 4 hit points to it, plus additional hit points equal to the creature's maximum number of hit dice.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Okay.
So you
Alright.
guys can just make your own rolls then.
Alrighty,
I guess
1d6.
Ragu and Devok.
1d6 plus 4, and then add my number of hit dice.
Yeah.
Your maximum number of hit dice.
6.
Well, you said 1d6 plus 4, right?
Plus the maximum number of hit dice.
Hit dice.
Okay. I misunderstood.
Which actually, for most of us, should be, what, 6 hit dice? 6
So-
hit dice? Yeah.
5 for me, I believe.
5.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
no,
at
no,
5.
that's right. We are level 5. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was confused.
Okay.
And then
So that means then that you gain back 11, Devok. And then Ragu, you just did the D6. So, oh, there you go. Never mind.
yeah, 11.
Okay, cool. So half an hour passes. And yeah, I see I already spent his hit dice. So what do you do next?
So which one are we rappelling down?
The one up in the far north.
Northern one? All right.
Yeah, it is having the 3 doors.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. So what are you guys going to do then?
How far down is it?
15 feet.
Oh, that's hardly. How sleek are the sides?
Sorry, say that again?
How sleek are the sides?
It's pretty smooth. It seems to be a smooth metallic surface.
Well, whatever. It's so short that I'll go ahead and I'll cast Mage Hand. And then basically just have it place my grappling hook there on the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and rappel down.
Okay, and is everybody going with you, or is it just you?
I'll be going down.
Yep, figure it's not a scouting thing, so everybody's welcome down here.
All right, okay, I'll ask it differently. Is anybody not going down?
No.
All right, so let me go ahead and move the group. Okay, is everybody on the map?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yep, you see the room feels pretty cold. The metallic surfaces are definitely radiating a kind of coolness in the air. You notice a lack of dirt in this particular room, although you do see some metal debris. The walls And doors, though, seem to be in excellent condition. The room to the south has a handprint that is glowing green. The room to the east and west have handprints glowing red. So what do you do?
If someone wants to help me look through these two piles here, we can see what there is to see.
I'll investigate the northern pile.
Okay. All right, you start looking through. You can go ahead and make your roll. Ragu, you can do the same if you're doing the southern one.
Yeah, I thought we were doing it with advantage here.
Sure, yeah, if you guys want to help each other, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, helping Ragu right there in that corner. Then we can go to the other corner.
Okay.
You're helping yourself?
No, I was helping Pico. Sorry.
Fair enough.
All right.
So Pico,
Reroll.
you can roll again. All right, so yeah, you search through the pile and you find a couple of small coin-like objects with a square hole missing. Otherwise, you just find scrap.
Okay, more of those coins. Yes, we are familiar with them. Shall we check this side? Yes, Oreo,
Sure.
would you like to put your treasure sniffing, or?
Yeah, you might
No.
find more than these useless little chips I found.
No, I'm kind of more curious at the door. You go for it.
Okay. Pico.
I guess I'll help.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. You search, and this one you only find scrap.
Okay. The one green door, the two red doors. What would you like to try first?
Might as well explore the stuff we know already opens.
Well, yes. The handprints that are orange are automatically unlocked. We have some green key cards, and I believe I'm holding a red key card. Anybody else got a red one?
Wait, green ones aren't already open?
So
No,
there's a
orange.
green
is the
one to
green
the
key card.
south, and east and west are red.
When the handprints were like back in the crater, when the handprints were orange, they were automatically open. But the green and the red ones required green and red key card thingies.
Yeah, I only have the red disc on me, so whoever has the green one can go ahead and open if that's the one you guys want.
I think I do. Let me double check. All right. Yep, green discs, so I'm covered there. All right, I'll try one on the green one.
Okay. As you open it, you realize that the green disc doesn't actually do anything. The door just seemed to be unlocked.
It's different from the crater, but okay.
It is different than the crater.
Yeah, just an
And
observation.
as you enter, you see a room with several crystals glowing with energy, and you see the two glowing blue glowing cylinders, glass cylinders, and you see a flat table-like surface, and on the surface you see this glowing rectangle with a bunch of shapes and symbols on it that seem to be flashing. And then next to it, you see another flat rectangle that has very faint, but has a faint red symbol on it.
Ire, does this have any meaning to you?
Let me see.
Ire, you can two things. First, you can go ahead and roll your d8 if you want. Okay. The second thing is you actually recognize a sound. It's a sound nobody else can hear, but it seems to alternate between two different languages, one of which you don't know. The other seems to be machine speak. And the one in machine speak says, authorization, are you a bot? Are you sentient? And then you see, as it says that, you can see two rectangles on the glowing rectangle pop up, and you can see symbols that you recognize as being automata, and one says yes and one says no.
Okay, what was it chanting again? What was it saying, rather?
Are you a bot? Are you sentient?
Oh, I don't. Is it a yes or no? Yes. Okay, so I'll hit the yes one, I guess.
You are clearly a murder vine.
Yeah.
When you press it, it says to test whether this is true. I will ask you a simple question that
Oh my god, it's got a captcha.
all automata would know. And then you see
Please select all the squares that are traffic lights.
and you see a bunch of symbols that you recognize as being something related to automata. You look at it and you recognize what it says, and it says there in a large crater in a canyon. There is a pyramid-like structure with a metal spire coming from the top, and inside there is a temple. What object do they revere in the temple? And then it has several possible answers show up. One says the earth, one says ancestors, one says plants, one says the moon.
Thank God it's multiple choice.
Can you get a 50-50? Phone a friend?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the group. I'm gonna relay this out of the group and see what they think.
Okay. Yes, the group.
Pretty sure you had like rituals to the moon at this fire temple.
Did we?
Aaron would know. He was really up on that.
I remember that there was like an old robot or something in my dreams. So I was thinking of my ancestors, but I don't know.
If you want, since you guys did pay attention to the religious iconography, you can make a religion check
Yeah, I'll make a religion check.
if you're not sure.
My religion is unfortunately not very good, but oh, hey, that's
Okay.
not bad.
So you do remember it was the moon.
Oh wow! All right, I'm hitting the moon. Cool.
Okay, you hit it, and it says unlocked, and then you see a button, a glowing rectangle, and it says unlock on it, and you notice that when it flickers in 3. So what do you do?
Flickers in 3, as in like it blinks 3 times.
Yeah, it's like it blinks 3 times, and then it's solid, blinks 3 times, then it's solid.
Okay, so it just says unlocked. Is there anything else on the
No,
the menu?
it cleared, it just says unlock.
Looking outside,
yeah, check out the
doors look any
doors.
different?
Yeah, just
The
the
doors do not look any different because he hasn't hit the unlock button yet.
Oh, I'm gonna hit the button.
And when you hit the button, you hear a buzzing noise. It turns red and blinks 3 times.
I'm gonna press it 3 times.
You do so, and each time it makes the buzzing noise.
Okay. Does it say unlock or unlocked?
It says unlock.
Looking at these crystals, what do they look like?
They are glowing. They look like miniature versions of those large glowing energy crystals, except they're still glowing.
How brightly?
Pretty bright.
I
You
know
get the impression that this place has a lot of power.
I think I'm knowing what to do here. Pico, go out and look at the doors. And when you're there, let me know.
Okay.
And when you're there, I push the button to unlock. Does it click over?
You hear a buzzing noise, and the button blinks 3 times. The doors don't change.
I thought it had to be one.
What if I hold the button down?
Okay, you press it, and then you hear the buzzing noise, and then it blinks, even though you're still holding it.
Okay.
Are there any other buttons?
That is the only button that is currently on the rectangle.
And you don't see it or hear anything else from this
Mm-mm.
artifact?
No.
What was the color of these doors again? Red or orange?
Red.
If I put the red colored disc that I have on me somewhere around this thing, does anything happen?
Nope.
If I push the button, can Pico try opening the door during the buzzing sound?
Okay, how are you gonna try opening the door, Pico? It's just a flat surface.
How do they normally open? Like how
You put your hand on the handprint, so you're gonna try that.
I'll put my hand there in advance, see what happens.
Okay, so you press the button then. All right, so yeah, you press the button, and then you put your handprint on the on there, and you hear the buzzing noise, and nothing else happens.
Maybe we should check one of the other two rooms or passages.
Yeah, we could try that.
Okay. Go ahead and stack everybody up so we can head up there. All right. So you were at the one at the north. Sorry, I actually put you in the wrong spot. Sorry about that. But yeah, you guys can come down. Is that the one you're going to go in?
Sure, unless anyone else has a
Fine by
objection.
me.
All right. So let me go ahead and set that up. All right. You enter the door to the north has the green handprint. The door to the east has the red handprint.
Try the old north one.
All right. Let me go ahead and remove the door.
Ooh.
You see another room. It's very similar. You see another one of the artifacts with the glowing rectangle. Ire, you can hear the same kind of voice in machine speak, and it asks you whether you are sentient, and it brings up yes or no on the display. So what do you do?
Yes.
Okay, you press yes, and then it says, in order to confirm whether that is true, I will ask you a simple question that all automata should know.
Mhm.
Beneath the lake, there is an ancient temple, and in this ancient temple, they revered something. What is it they revered? And then it gives you multiple choices. It says, one says bird, moon, fish, and the earth.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking it is fish because we found a lot of fish.
Then we did find a lot of fish there. Yeah, that's
Here,
true.
fishy fish. Yep, I would
Yeah,
agree.
I'll pick
The
fish.
fish
Yeah.
Okay, you click on fish, and then you see a button show up, and it says unlock.
Sweet. I'm gonna press it, but I'm guessing we have to go to the third room and unlock another one before we.
You
Doesn't
press it,
work.
and it blinks 3 times, and you hear a buzzing
Yeah.
noise.
Yep.
I think
Alright.
we're gonna have to press all three of them at the same
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Yeah.
But you do notice that the door over here, that handprint is green.
Ooh. Let's
Open.
hit it.
Okay, you open it, and you see a small room that seems to have containers. Several of the containers are busted, or broken. However, you do see essentially a barrel and a locked box in the back that seem to be in good shape.
Is this one unlocked? Or...
That one is broken.
Oh,
You can see
okay.
inside, and there's nothing of value.
Gotcha.
Can I check the barrel?
So what do you do?
If the barrel opens the same way as the other.
If somebody's talking, I can't hear you.
Sorry. I'd like to check the barrel.
Okay, you go to check the barrel, but it seems to be sealed, and you don't see any handles or anything. However, you do see you do see what looks like a knob with several symbols, and then what appears to be a button right next to it.
It looks like it does this knob. Yeah, this knob spins and has a little marker for where it's pointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, combination lock. I think maybe we have somebody who can do this. Yeah.
Sorry, again, I'm away from the computer, so just put me where you guys are, and as soon as I get back, I'll roll.
Okay. And can I give
I
her?
can get the gate.
All right. Sorry, Ragu, what are you saying?
I was gonna say, can I give her help with the tinkering? You know, because there's mechanics like a combo lock, or
Yeah.
is Pico gonna be better with that for locking and picking?
Yeah, so
Well,
she can just go ahead and, yeah, I guess it'd just be like a lock-picking roll whenever she normally does this for that Thieves' Tools with your help.
I
Okay,
can't
so
roll that right. Oh,
Oh.
never mind.
go for it.
Oh no, well, if you're available and your bonus is probably higher.
It's a 9.
Yeah, definitely better than mine.
Okay.
Okay, so with advantage.
Okay. So you listen, Oreo, as you're moving it, and you have tools that kind of help you get through these kinds of locks, and you're able to figure out the combination, and then you open it up, and you actually get experience for doing that. You unlock it, and inside you see several three crystal statues, each one about 3 feet in height, and proportional, similar to a human, although the features are blurred in the traditional style you've been noticing. You can't even really tell if they're male or female or what, but they're definitely humanoid, and they seem to be wearing some sort of robes. And each one has in their hand a rod, and in their other hand, you see what looks like vines or some sort of plant. Each one weighs 2 pounds. And Ire, the metal box that you're next to, it seems to be locked, but you noticing that it seems to be. You see two metallic rectangular objects, and the objects are both glowing red. And you're pretty sure that it's those objects that are holding it closed.
Hmm.
So what do you do?
Could you explain it one more time?
So imagine like a box that's locked with 2 locks on it, but instead of
Uh-huh.
normal locks, you see glowing red objects.
Right. Okay. I don't think I have it. I mean, they're probably magically sealed, I'm guessing.
Okay. Does
But,
anybody else do anything?
don't think I can
Yeah,
do
is
it.
anybody else taking the statues, or do you want me to carry them until we get to the cart, or?
I'm not taking them, so y'all go for it.
All right.
By the way,
And,
is anybody carrying around this funny money that this place seems to have?
I am. I've got. Wait a second. Where is it?
Because you said I found what, 2 of them at the in what was it, that pile?
Yeah, I've picked up 15 so far, and I think Oreo has some as well.
I guess mark that up to 17 then.
Okay.
Okay. So Oreo, yeah, you approach, and where you would expect to see locks, you see 2 rectangular glowing red objects.
Wait, rectangular what again?
Glowing red objects, Like they're rectangular in shape and they're attached where you would expect locks to be, but instead you have the glowing red objects.
I mean, Ragu just helped me with the tinkering aspects of how this might work. Could
No,
he do something similar?
You helped him with the barrel. This is a separate object.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
I,
I'm
I
saying,
can help
can
him
I?
again.
Yeah, can he do something similar to this if I try to use thieves' tools, but with some different type of help based on the tinkering analysis that he'd do of this thing?
Yeah, somewhere between tinkering and magic item because it seems they're glowing magically. So
This would
something in
probably be
between.
under your artificer side of things, but you can
Okay.
certainly make a check with that.
All right. Okay. With advantage. With
I'm not sure Oreo really can give you much help here, honestly. So I think it's just a normal roll.
all right, maybe Pico. Can you help us with spelling?
Pico
Spells.
probably could, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and help.
Okay, so they seem to be some sort of either magically or um, technological lock, but it seems to be keyed off of something. There's some way of sending a signal to those things that would cause them to unlock, but you don't know what that way is.
Jeez, could that have anything to do with buttons?
You don't see any buttons on there. They just solid objects.
No, not that. Talking about the buttons in the other rooms. How about we go revisit this in a bit? We can go find the third artifact room that's surely down the other hole.
Okay. Well, you guys stack up, and I will just move you over there.
And what was the container you guys managed to pick open?
One of the barrels.
Okay. You see these large metal tubes that are coming out of the ground and into the wall. And you see 4 of those in the room. And you can hear the sound of motion inside the tubes. And then you see a pile of metal debris. To the north, the handprint's green. To the east, the handprint is red.
I'm gonna check the
Shall we-
debris pile.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Okay, go ahead. All right, yeah, you search and you find one of those coin-like objects, but otherwise it appears to be just debris.
You can carry that, Ragu.
Okay.
And which one was green?
The north.
Oh, try that out.
Okay, let me go ahead and open it. You see a very similar looking room, and
No way.
Yep, you see another panel, and Ire, you get the same thing. Are you sentient?
Yep.
Okay, as you do so, it then asks, in order to verify, and then you hear a bunch of buzzing noises, and then on the surface, the button that says unlock just appears.
Oh, okay then. Well,
But you see something that looks kind of like static, where it gets fuzzy for a bit, and then it solidifies.
what happens when I hit the button?
It blinks rapidly 3 times, and you hear the buzzing noise.
Okay,
Checks
I
out.
think we are going to have to coordinate and
So how are we gonna coordinate when we press the button? Are we just gonna? If we continually all press each button, we're bound to get it eventually, right?
How far are the underground rooms from each other?
just 15 feet, so we could probably just have somebody up on top. We all
coordinating,
yell up when
yeah.
we're ready, and whoever's on top says now, and then we all hit at the same time because we should all hear that.
Okay, so the question is who is going to be in what room?
Well, I'll go ahead and go to the first one.
I can go. I can go back to the second room.
All right.
And if they're close enough together, can Char push one button and I push another coordinated, and we'd still have to figure out how to get the third person coordinated?
We'd still have to do the same thing I was just talking about, so I
Yeah, I don't think it makes that big a difference.
think it's just easy
Alrighty.
enough to do it with actual party members.
And the other question I have is: are the three of you going to stay down here, or are you going to? There's two of you going up, or are you going to different rooms? What are you doing?
I'm just gonna stay by Ire.
Okay, and you, Devok?
I will
Since-
as well.
since-
I will be
Okay.
back.
Well, one possible suggestion is we could either pair up just in case anything bad happens, or failing that, anybody who's especially good at escape should be the ones by themselves so we can all reunite relatively easily.
Okay. I'll be fine, I think.
I mean,
Uh.
I figured if things go bad, I can try and help Ire, but that's the reason I'm sticking around for the buddy system.
Okay.
I'm probably okay on my own, I guess.
All right. All right. So, how are you guys? You synchronizing? You're just gonna have somebody on top yell?
Yeah, we need somebody up on top to, so what we'll do is when we reach at a button, we yell ready. Once the person up on top hears that everybody's ready, then they yell now, and then everybody down below should press their button when they hear that prompt.
Fair enough.
Devok-
So who's on top?
Devok, do you wanna be up top?
He's be right back. So I'm gonna take that as
Oh,
a yes.
yeah.
I'll just put
Okay.
him up there
Yeah,
since.
right.
There you go.
Okay. When I get down to my room, the door right here, the one that opens out to the way to get away, is that a sliding door or a closing door?
It's a sliding door. They're all sliding doors.
In that case, the door's slid open. I'm going to go ahead and wedge my crowbar into the base of that door to make sure it stays open and doesn't slide all the way shut.
Fair enough.
Now, for what it's worth, down mine, I'm going to have my grappling hook prepared, and I'm going to have my rope in hand.
Okay. And Ire and Oreo, are you making any preparations?
I'm just standing by to press the button.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stay just by the door just to see if I can peek and see if anything changes in the other main room that we're by.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys can synchronize well enough with Devok on top. I'm just going to assume Devok does his part, and you press the button, and each of you press it close enough to being at the same time that you see the button turn red and then disappear on each of the displays, and you feel the whole place shake a little bit, and then you hear a high-pitched noise. Ire, you recognize the noise as saying, "Facility unlocked. Warning, warning,
Oh. Oh.
creatures have escaped."
Oh no. I'm running out. We gotta get up. I'm gonna try and yell so that everyone in the other.
Everybody would have heard that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is that in-
and
is that in
at this
common?
point in time, all the doors that you can see now have green handprints.
Yeah. All right. I'm getting out of here.
All right, well, I'm wasting no time. Like I said, basically, I'm going to rush into the room I'm in and immediately climb my rope, which I've already got in hand.
Okay.
And I am going to check on, because who was was anybody else in a button room by themselves?
I had
Ragu?
Charter with me.
Okay, well, I'm going to rush over to where Ragu was and check on him.
He's fine. Ragu is down in the room below.
All right, let's get out of there and meet everybody else.
Okay.
I'm gonna peek in that door, just barely crack and peek in before I go up.
So just so you know, if you press the handprint, the door will slide open. Is that what you're
All the
going to
way
do?
open.
Don't open any doors, Ragu.
I want to see what we are going to be fighting.
Yes,
Jeremy,
we can see
we're
that when
out
there's
of-
6 of us.
Jeremy, pull us out of this thing because Ire said that he was out. I was right out with him.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Dave.
Ragu, we can open the door when there are 6 of us.
I climb right back up with
All right.
with Pico.
Can't be much of a babysitter if you get yourself killed.
All right.
All right. All of you have climbed back out.
Are there any sounds that we can hear, just kind of in the stillness of silence?
No, you don't really hear anything. Yeah, you don't hear anything. You did hear the initial announcement thing, the noise, although Ayer's the only one who knows what it meant. You felt the shake, and probably heard something when the doors open, like a click or a buzzing noise.
I'm
But now
assuming
silent.
that Ira at this point would have shared what he heard with all of
Yeah.
us, though, right?
Mhm.
So we would all know that there's something about creatures being unleashed.
Yep. So yeah, everybody's most people have gathered together. Pico is still by the northern hole.
Oh, no, I would have. No, because I ran over to wherever Ragu's was to check on
okay,
him.
fair enough. Then I guess you're by this hole then. All right.
All right. So, now, Ragu, if you want to get yourself killed, we can go ahead and check out that door you were looking at.
All right. I just want to see, if we can always shut the door and leave again.
Yeah, we can always have something bum rush us before we can close the door. So,
Yeah, I was going
no
to
better
ask
to
that.
do it with their reinforcements.
Yes. I was going to ask that. Can you, with the pattern from the first rock here, can you do that again and close these hatches off, or are they pretty much stuck up now?
I suppose I could try it. Why do you want to seal them?
Just in case of a worst case scenario.
But what if it's a situation where if you lock them up, something happens, it's a one-time thing? Do you want to see them right now?
No, that's why I was going to go look first. That's why I said at a worst case scenario.
We can try before we leave, but I mean, at this point, we might as well just check one of the places, the one you're
Yeah,
looking
that's
at.
what I was. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is we can go down and check first, and only in a worst case scenario do we have to come back up and try and.
So you guys know that there were 3 different locations. So which location are you going to check?
Do you want to just check this one closest, or no?
Almost feel like we should save yours for last just because you were so eager.
Okay, we can do that. We'll check the other doors.
All right, which one are you going to go down first?
Well, we do still have that thing we cannot yet open. We'd like to try to figure that out. Maybe. No? Yes.
Yeah, we could check that out first.
Okay, well that is
That was
in Ragu's hole then.
Oh, how convenient.
I didn't realize that. I thought that was the top hole.
Oh, there you go. So everybody should be on the map. And yeah, that object was this direction.
Okay. Just listen at this door. Does it sound like there's anything on the other side?
You hear something rubbing against the ground every once in a while, almost like imagine something large dragging its foot or something like that.
Very quietly, I whisper, "Yeah, something to fight." Okay, with a little smile.
Nothing different about the chest thing in the back?
There are 2 rectangular objects that are glowing red.
They're still the same. Okay.
All right. Trying to figure this out. Just logic it out. Would that be a tinkering or artificer?
You basically already logicked out as much as you can because you guys already rolled, and that was that there's something that sends a signal that unlocks this. It might be magical, but it's probably related to whatever deals with the technology elements like the doors.
Ire, does this thing bring back any memories?
Yes, if we
Bring
come
the
back here, does a
proverbial
control
electronic
panel?
buzzard?
Oh, you're talking about? Oh yeah, that's a good point. Go ahead and roll a d8, Ire. Ire is
No.
drawing. No, he's not getting any memory from that.
I think we should just tell him to start rolling an 8 instead of a D8.
All right. Is there anything else on this control panel? Ire, can you please be helping me to see?
I believe it was clear, right? There's nothing
Yeah,
else.
you're looking at it and it looks clear, but then every once in a while, you'll see something pop up like some symbols, and most of it seems like gibberish to you, but you do see one thing that pops out: water treatment active, and then the other thing you see that pop up is the experiments have escaped.
I'll relay that.
Okay. But nothing about like unlocking a boxes or nothing.
No.
All right. Can I go push on the two little red boxes, see if they are actually buttons or if they are movable cubes?
Sure. Yeah, you go to try to move them. They are slightly warm to the touch, but they do not seem to move, either by pushing or moving them laterally or anything like that.
Well, I could try this, although I do not know if it is being a good idea. I go ahead and reach into my backpack and pull out. What color is the box? The little boxes are red, but the actual
It's like a
trunk
gray
itself.
metal.
All right. Is there anything else on it? Any highlighted color or anything, or like lines of design?
There are some designs, but you don't see any functional value. They look decorative.
Well, they can be decorative gold or decorative silver, maybe.
There's kind of a yellowish color. There's some decorative symbols on there that, or shapes on there that look yellow.
Okay. I'll go ahead and reach into my backpack and pull out that gold rod.
Okay.
And I'm going to very carefully place it crossways so it connects the two red boxes.
You do so, but nothing happens.
Okay, shorting it out doesn't work.
Well, maybe we'll find something elsewhere in this place. I guess you're always looking for a fight. I guess we can see what's behind one of these doors.
All right, we have agreement.
I ready an arrow pointed at the door as soon as somebody opens and something that is hostile comes through. I'm shooting at it.
Okay.
I am getting my weapons ready and steeling myself.
Okay. Well, everybody position yourselves where you want to be. You open the door, and you see a large humanoid creature, and it seems to be enraged. And you see another one of those assassin vines. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Although because I was holding an action, I can get that off, right? First.
Yeah, let's just get everybody set up, and then we'll handle that. All right, everybody roll.
Yes.
Okay, so round one. Oreo, go ahead and take your shot.
Because it would happen as kind of again, you don't expect a flying arrow as soon as the door opens. Is this considered kind of like a surprise that I can take advantage on?
I think so, yeah. Okay, you hit. I'm assuming
quite the
you're
surprise.
shooting at the creature that's in front of the door.
Yep, that one.
All right, you hit it for 8 points of damage. I'll go ahead and move it so you can see its bar, so you get an idea.
I'm gonna just move mine just to see. Okay, good to know. And now I'm gonna move
Okay.
back because I just want to see it. Okay.
Fair enough. So we're at the beginning of combat. So, Ire, you can see this large humanoid plant creature. It's definitely at least a half giant size. It's probably about 10 feet tall. Fortunately, the ceilings
Large.
in this thing are about 10 feet tall, so its head's like right there on the ceiling. So what are you gonna do?
Do I want to charge in there is the question. Yeah, why not? I'll just charge in.
Okay.
And attack plant creature
He's not flanked.
twice. Nope.
But you can attack.
Yep.
The 17 hits. Okay.
Nice.
You hit him for 4 points of damage. I'm going to move the other guy just so you can see his bar. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. The creature then looks down on you.
No, he doesn't.
Why not?
No.
My initiative's a 21.
Oh, I asked if everybody rolled.
I did roll.
Oh, you're not on the list.
Yeah.
You can see
happened.
mine right above Ayers.
No, I do not. There.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Go ahead and roll again, and so you can add it, and then I'll adjust it.
Yeah, for some reason it just didn't take. I don't know.
There.
Oh, I'd take that one.
We'll keep your original. 21. And we were... Okay, yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and... Jeez. That's annoying. Hold on, let me cycle through. So put this
You
back
could have
on.
just said that he could have attacked right now and kept the same order you were just in.
That's fine. All right, Pico, go ahead.
Alrighty. Let's see. Now this green thing, what is it?
These seem to be giant vats that are glowing, and they seem to be these large cylindrical structures, partially made out of metal, partially made out of glass. You can see the broken glass on the ground, and there's some liquid inside that is green. Obviously, the liquid has come down to the point where the cracks are roughly halfway up, so about 5 feet up.
Mm-hmm. All right. Jeez, how do I want to do this? 2 up on 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 11, 12, 13. All right, we'll see if this works. So I'm going to use feline agility. Oops, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go ahead and try and booming blade this thing again.
Okay,
Finally.
that hit.
Okay.
Well, we'll do the -9 now, then you can do your other one.
There we go. There we go. Okay, so total 13.
Okay, which succeeds.
All right. I am then going to... let's see, that was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and...
You'd have to be 1 hex closer if you want to hit the thing, so you'd have to be here.
Yeah, well, that doesn't really matter too much since I already used my 1 attack.
Okay.
I am going to go ahead, however, and take a bear form again.
Okay.
So let's see, I'll just park myself out here, and I'll be right there.
Can you see okay from the bear? Looks like you can. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that'll do it.
All right, so now the plant creature looks down on Ire. And it's going to do his multi-attack. So he slams into you. Twice.
Oh no. Okay.
He should not have advantage. However, that 27 still is a hit. They're still critical. So you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage as it smashes you into the wall. However, because it only hit with 1 of its attacks, that's all that happens. 2, 3, 4, and then the vine comes around and attempts to attack you from the other side. But with its 8, it fails miserably. All right.
Oh, boom.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
Boom.
It's another 6.
Okay. So the spell goes off, and Oreo, you can see that the room in there is rather crowded. What are you gonna do?
I was gonna say, even if I'm like here, can I still shoot fine at this guy, even though there's a lot of folks there, or do I
Yeah,
have
those
to?
are allies, so you can shoot just fine.
Okay. So I'll shoot the same plant again.
Okay. That is not a
And there
hit.
goes
It
my
just
round.
bounces off. Okay. All right, Ragu. You can see the looming giant creature and another of those assassin vines with ire between you and them. What are you gonna do?
All right. Shoot. No, we're gonna go for the yeah. See. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna wind up there. I just lost Char, but he's somewhere up here.
He's in the other room. He's just
Oh,
out of your
I
line
see
of
him.
sight.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna fly in to give me on the plant creature 2, and fly back out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna booming blade on plant creature 2.
Okay, go for it.
Come on.
Okay, you hit. If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more. Oh yeah, that's that one. Okay,
Yeah.
yep. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
So 9 total.
Yeah, because that was a pretty low roll.
Well, still decent. And you're gonna do your. Oh, that's it. So that's your full attack.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Devok, you can see that the large, giant plant creature is surrounded. You can see the assassin vine is attempting to attack Ire. So what are you going to do?
Can I hit the plant creature from here?
What are you going to hit it with?
An Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Okay. I'll do that.
And you
It's
have
roll with
advantage.
Okay, cool.
That hits. And, all right, so 6 damage. All right, that's definitely feeling it, although he's still pretty robust. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, so now we're at the beginning of round 2. So,
Right. Actually, I meant to move.
okay, no problem. Ire, you have creatures on either side of you. What are you going to do?
If I if I cast a spell that takes my full action, right? Like I'm not able to cast a spell and attack on the same turn, right?
No.
Clarifying. Yeah, okay. that's what I
Also,
said.
if your spell's ranged, you're going to have problems using it there.
No, it's not. I'm just gonna. I think I'm just gonna cast. Hold on, wait. Let me check something. I don't remember if Lay on Hands is a bonus action.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a bonus action. You lay on hands, standard paladin.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then I will lay on hands to heal myself for, I'll just say 14 hit points, and then I'll attack, get my flanking bonus on plant creature 2, attack him twice.
Okay, sounds good. Unfortunately, neither of those hit.
Yeah.
They just bounce off his tough, his tough plant matter without doing any noticeable damage. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. Pico, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna start moving this direction. I'm gonna kind of lean in front of Ire and just bite right into this plant creature.
Okay. You have advantage.
All right.
That's a hit. You now know that its AC is 15.
All right. So that's 11 points.
So you bite into it for 11 points.
But I'm not done. I'm going to keep skirting around, squeezing between Ragu and the creature. I'm gonna keep on moving until I get around here to the other side of the assassin vine, and I am going to start laying into it with my claws.
And that you have advantage, so that hits. So you now know the assassin vine has an AC of 13.
All right.
Okay, and that succeeds. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that'll do it.
Alrighty.
You said AC 13 for the vine?
Yes. 13 for the vine, 15 for the plant creature. The plant creature is clearly the tougher of the two. All right. So, Ire, this plant creature is going to keep pounding into you. So, a 25 and a 9.
25 hits. What is with you and hit roll
So,
those crits?
ignore that +4 because that shouldn't have been advantage. So, it's just 13 bludgeoning. But only one of its attacks hit, so that's all that happens. And then the assassin vine, it's going to go ahead and go into Ire, especially since the brown bear is a coward.
No, I'm not moving. I was just checking to see the bar.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. The slam attempts to hit you, Ire, but you dodge it. All right, Oreo, you can see that Ire's being basically punched to death, so what are you going to do?
Do I get advantage with plan 2 because it's flanked?
You do.
Okay, then I'm shooting at that.
Okay. That's a hit.
Plus
All
that.
right, so 15.
And that's
Definitely
it.
hurts it. All right, that's it. All right. And Ragu, you see the plant creature is beating into Ire. What are you going to do?
Hear me now?
Yeah, I heard the last part.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. I have advantage, so I am going to swing in hard to plant creature 2 with my main attack.
Okay. That hits. It's a nice solid 8 points.
And the second attack is going to be reaching into my left belt pouch, pulling out a flask of oil, and smashing it on the creature plant 2. So he's covered in oil.
Okay. You've done so.
As my free action.
I think you still have to hit. You have advantage, so just go ahead and do a normal attack with whatever your proficiency bonus is. And I guess it's a punch, so it's your proficiency plus your strength bonus.
All right, I'm just going to brass knuckle it then. We can
Okay,
ignore
fair
damage.
Okay, that hits.
20. Alrighty. So he's covered in oil, and my free action is going to be Devak, light him up.
Fair enough. All right,
Try.
Tavak, what are you going to do?
I will shoot him again. Same thing as last time.
Eldritch
You have
Blast.
something flammable?
Okay, you hit.
Wait,
both times.
Devak, you didn't have something flammable?
I think
I
you're thinking
don't
of.
have
You're thinking.
Actually,
wait, do I-
Galen.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Galen uses firebolt. I thought Devak might have had
Wait,
something
I might
light him on
have
fire.
something like that, actually. The only issue is even if it does less damage than Eldritch Blast, it's 1d6 instead of 1d12, and I can only cast it once rather than
The
twice.
thing is, we don't know if it's vulnerable to fire. That's why he's trying to do that measure right there, just to see if it could, something like that could happen.
And not
Same
only that,
scratch
even though it only
Okay.
does a small amount of damage now, he continues to burn next round and next round and next round.
I don't know why it clicked it twice, but the first one is my roll.
The 25? Okay. Well, the 25 does hit. So go ahead and roll your damage and then double it. Oh, wait, that's
Before
radiant.
damage.
So,
That's
okay, so
radiant.
go ahead and back up. Even though that says flame, it's not fire. So do you still want to do that over Eldritch Blast?
Radiant. No, I want to do Eldritch Blast.
So let's back all that out then and roll your damage for your Eldritch Blast attacks.
Okay, 10.
So it looks like 10.
Why do you call something Ascending Flame when it's a Radiant?
Well, it's the same thing as Sacred Flame. It's also radiant, but it's called
It's
Sacred
also
Flame.
fire. Yeah, what's the description say? Because Sacred
Flame
Flame
like
does
radiant.
do fire radiant.
No,
is not
it's
this.
radiant or it's fire. It's not both.
Okay, the description's weird. The description for Sacred Flame does say burning, but yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, if it's radiant damage, then that's not the same as fire. All right, Navak, you just hit 10 points. Is that the end of your turn?
And I'll move back now.
All right. We are now on round 3. So, Ire, the creature in front of you is covered in oil and is at a little less than half health. So, what are you going to do?
Is that that's the assassin?
No, that's the plant creature is the one covered in
Oh,
oil and
gotcha.
half health. The assassin is also at half health, but not covered with oil.
Gotcha. All right. I don't have anything with fire, unfortunately.
Oh, we got a bunch of people coming up. Somebody can light it up. They all heard when I yelled.
Yeah. So I'll just hit plant creature 2 twice.
Okay.
And I actually hit this time.
Yep, you hit with both of them. For a massive 20 points of damage. Probably the most damage you've done in a
Nice.
while.
Yeah.
All right, good job. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Pico, the creature between you and Ire is at half health. What are you going to do?
Well, I think there are too many assassin's vines in this room, so I am going to bite this one.
15 does hit. All right, so 7 points.
And having bit into it and basically ragdolling it, sort of, I am also going to go ahead and start just stabbing it and raking it with the bare claws.
Fair enough. And you do so for another 9 points. And clearly it's about 1/5 of its health, so it doesn't have much longer to go. Is that the end of your turn?
That'll do it.
All right, the plant creature, ignoring the oil, is going to continue to pound into Ire, although you don't know if it's ignoring it because it doesn't understand it or it doesn't care. Either way, it misses both times. And then the assassin vine, it's apparently it has the wrong target, so it basically tries to wrap the bear. And does the 19 work?
Yeah, 19 will hit.
So you take
Is
11.
a bear a medium or a large creature?
Oh, yeah, it's a large.
Okay. So it still does 11 points of damage as it tries to grab you, but you are not grappled. You're just too big. Good catch.
Arr.
All right, Oreo, the plant creature's at less than half health, and the assassin vine's almost dead. What are you going to do?
Wait, you said both of them are low?
Yes.
Oh, well then I'll just
Although
shoot it
one had
instead.
a lot higher hit points, so percentage-wise they're both low, but obviously the assassin vine is closer to death.
I'm still gonna hit plan 2 because I give advantage at this point, so I'm gonna shoot that one.
Okay. And even with advantage, unfortunately, it bounces off.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right, Ragu, plant creature 2 is less than half health. I wish I could talk. What are you gonna do?
Well, not that I want to, but right now I think this is my best bet. Cantrip Prestidigitation.
Okay. As you're setting on a fire.
Yep, we're gonna light him up.
Okay. It lights up. Let me check on that real quick.
All right. Well, I think it's probably going to.
Unfortunately for you, you find that despite being a plant, the fire seems to lick against it, but barely do anything. So go ahead and roll a d6, and we'll take half that damage.
Wait, he's resistant
1
to
point.
So
fire?
it takes 1 point of damage.
It's not that he's resistant. It almost sounds like it's not strong enough. We need something to actually light it up.
But
Yeah.
that's your action, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, that means I don't have a bonus attack.
Okay, so is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, Devok, you can see the plant creature does seem to be on fire, although it doesn't seem to be doing much. But it is still less than half health. What are you going to do?
Shoot it again.
The 15 hits.
Oh. Okay.
So one of them hits. Okay, another 7 points of damage, which definitely hurt it, but it is still alive. So that's the end of your turn. All right, we're at the beginning of round 4. Ire, this creature keeps trying to pound you into dust. What are you going to do?
I'll pound him back, potentially. Let's see.
That hits. So another 9 points of damage, which definitely hurts it. And you're going to take your second attack. All right, so that's a 22, another 11. And that's a fairly large amount of damage. It is still alive, although it has, maybe a fifth of its health left. Is that the end of your turn? All right, Pico, this vine hurt you last time. What are you going to do?
I'm just going to move so I can see its health bar real quick.
Oh, here, let me move it over. Does that help?
Yeah, sure.
About a fifth of its health.
All right. Well, I am going to continue slashing at it with the claws,
That misses.
and I'm going to bite it.
That hits. And you bite it, and somehow it still lives. And I'll just tell you it has 1 hit point.
I was expecting that. That's why I actually chose the claw attack, because I figured I had a better chance of killing it.
Fair enough. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
All right. The plant creature, enraged, continues to pound into Ire. And the 24, I believe, hits, correct? So, Ire, you take another 12 bludgeoning damage as it smashes you into the wall, but because only 1 attack hit, that's all that happens. And the assassin vine, nearing death, lashes out at the attacker. And with a 19, hits, failing to restrain the target, but succeeding at doing 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
All right, Oreo, you can see both creatures are almost dead. What are you going to do?
Trying again to shoot at the big plant.
Okay. That's a critical hit.
Plus,
So that is enough to take it out. You finish it off. It smashes into the ground. Due to its large size and bulk, you can just feel the vibration for a moment, and then it dies. Is that the end of your turn?
yes.
All right, Ragu, the massive creature is gone. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna take 1 step and swing away.
Okay, go for it. And that is a hit. You can do at least 1 point of damage, so you kill it. All right, so that is the end of that combat. So you find yourselves in a room with 2 large vats with broken glass halfway filled with this green liquid. You can see bits of plant matter within, some of it wiggling, some of it vaguely humanoid, other elements being more vine-like. But one thing you're noticing is that it seems to have appendages and legs, um, almost like an animal, even though they're clearly plants. And
Um,
you can see the broken glass around. You can see the dirt covered on the floor, covering the floor, possibly from the creatures themselves. And you see a door on the other side with a green handprint. So what do you do?
I'm gonna go ahead and take a because I've got artificers or not artificers, alchemist supplies. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick sample of this goo,
Okay.
whatever it is, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do a botany check, trying to see what I can learn or figure out about whatever was in these vats that they were trying to do.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll.
Hold on. Normal.
All right. So you know there's some sort of experiments on plants. You're not sure how, but perhaps some method of changing them. Unfortunately, without a tremendous amount of study, that's about all you can get off the cuff.
All right. Can I examine that giant plant creature's body really quick?
Yeah.
I'd like to try another botany roll to see if I can figure out weaknesses.
Okay, go for it. Let's see what you got. 27. So let me look them up real quick. All right. You figure out that it is resistant to cold and fire. You're not sure how, but that seems to have been, um, it seems to be one of the target traits. It is immune to lightning. In fact, you're pretty sure that it absorbs lightning. And this isn't a surprise, but it's also immune to mental effects, and vision and hearing based effects. So blinded, deafened, exhaustion, that kind of thing. Um, and it seems to have some sort of fairly large scale blind sight.
Okay. But nothing weaknesses wise, no way to harm it.
You're getting the impression that it was specifically designed to minimize weaknesses.
Okay. I go
And
ahead and share that with everybody.
And you suspect that if you were to fight a group of these, it would be rather difficult.
I believe it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna sniff around this door here. Do I smell or hear anything on the other side?
You do not hear anything. You smell. Go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage to see what you smell. Okay, you smell plant matter. It's very similar smell to the vines that you fought already.
The vines
The
specifically?
vines specifically, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and bat at Ragu with my paw. I'm then going to go ahead and nuzzle the vine. Then I'm gonna walk over to the door and kind of scratch at the base of it.
You're smelling the assassin vines, but not the big monster, eh?
I guess I'll just nod my head. Guess I can do
Okay.
that well enough in this form.
Okay. I ready myself for this, yes.
Okay, you're
I
opening the
look
door.
back, everyone else. Well, I look back, make sure everybody else is ready.
I just moved you so I can see the door. You can move yourself back. All right, yep, the buttons are there. You open the door, and you see a hallway, and to the south, you see another door with a green handprint, and to the north, the hallway seems to extend.
I'll poke
And
my head in really quick. Go ahead.
since you can smell them, I'm going to go ahead and just show them on the map, although they're not active yet. You can see vines along the wall, and they're not currently attacking or moving or anything, but that's where you see them.
Oh, dang. I guess I don't have. Wait a minute. That's. Oh, I get what's going on.
It's
Yeah, I guess
dark.
that makes
There's no
sense.
lighting in there, whereas there is lighting in this room from the
Yeah.
vats.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I took a quick peek in. I looked down, and I turned back to everybody else, and I kind of whisper, "There's a hallway. They are all north of us."
Yeah, so to the north is the hallway with the vines, to the south is the door, although there might be doors to the north, but you can't see it from where you are.
But since they're in the hallway, we can, pin them in or rush them, whichever. A Statue of Liberty play or a wall attack. Any preferences?
I'm going to cast heal on myself, cure wounds.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Cool. And as a reminder, if you want to take a recuperate, you can spend 10 minutes to spend a hit die.
I can shut the door if you are wanting. I know you're a little harder to heal.
But no, it's fine.
Okay.
So are we actually taking the recuperate?
The Iris said no, but anybody else? I have no problems preparing for battle. We are going to fight soon, yeah.
Yeah, you guys decide.
I don't need one.
One thing I would suggest the group do is I just moved Devox, so it's clear you can take a look at Pico's bear health.
Yeah, I did notice that, but I figured that was until he turns back. Say that again, Dave. You kind of cut out.
I said nothing, so I think it came through clearly.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard somebody else.
Well, I guess I think I started to type something, so maybe that came through.
All right, so what are you guys going to do?
Okay, do we go into the hallway and just drive them back? If we drive them back, we've got a few area of effect type things we can do. The assassin vines are not nearly so bad as the bulkier ones.
What do you have to push them back?
Just the fact that they cannot all fit in the hallway and occupy the same space. They are also large. They must single file. And if they come up to attack us and back up, then we'll get our attacks of opportunity. Or we can try and lure them down here to the door and keep the door between us like the old wall attack.
Now, one thing you do remember is that when the other vines attacked, they didn't actually attack until you walked up close to them, within about a hex. So you know that they won't attack until you essentially get close enough to be adjacent to them.
Yeah, I remember activating them, but that's why I said lure them this way.
Now I have a question about that. So with that knowledge, let's say somebody decided they wanted to take the initiative and rush up and attack one and then try to retreat. What would or could happen?
So the way it works is that once somebody attacks combat, we roll initiative and we go from there. You can get a attack in initially. You can get an initial attack in, but you only get one of those attacks before we go through combat.
So it's like the Venus flytrap. It will sit there and wait patiently and quietly, but once you activate it, then we're in a brawl.
If, from what you saw last time, once one of them started moving, they all did.
And I'm just, peeking my head around again. I'm not actually going in.
Well, you could actually go in; it wouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess what I'm looking more for is that, um, I mean, yeah, it makes sense that combat would start as an immediate result of that, but is that like, but there's a difference between combat starting the same turn versus, say, in mid-action.
No, the way it'll happen is you would go through, you would take your full action or whatever, and then once you were, and then combat starts.
So you can take your
All right.
surprise attack by running in, hitting it, and running back out.
Question: Does has the wall of fireballs been already used up since our long rest?
No, the one to fireball should be very good, but in the contained area, yes, that would be very nice. I was thinking, something like that, but I didn't want to use Galen when he's not around too often.
Got it.
But yeah, no, that's a good idea. If we can convince him to fire a ball, then we can, do a lot of damage to all three of them. I cannot see. Oh, wait a second here. Something's odd. If I'm standing there, and I scroll up, I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, your vision seems to be working. I think.
I
Oh
was able
yeah,
to see up to 3 up in the north.
yeah, I can see this one here. Come on, click. Oh wait, sorry. I can see this one here just fine, and then I can see this one, and I can see this one, but the top of this one is dark, and I can't see beyond it. And I thought my night vision would be able to see further, but I
No,
don't know.
I
It's
saw
just
all
my
4 of them
screen.
pretty clearly with mine.
There's
So
another one.
there's 3 clumped up in the north, aside from the one you're next to.
Okay, yeah. So maybe it's just my screen. Do I have to check brightness or something?
Let me click on you, and I can actually see all of them when I look through your eyes. So
Okay,
yeah, you
so it
should be
might be
able
my.
to see all of them.
All right, here. I'll adjust screen brightness.
But yeah, your character can see 4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them. The one near
Okay, yeah,
you,
because
and then 3 beyond that.
I personally could not see 4, but okay, now I can see 4. I'm sorry, I had to turn up the brightness on my computer. No wonder I couldn't see anything. Sorry about that. Sorry for the delay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, can we, Jeremy? Can we convince Galen to
Well,
go
based
ahead?
on his attitude last time, it seems like if you guys asked him, he would just say yes. So yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty, cool. So, see, a fireball's 20 feet.
Yeah, let me look it up. Oh yeah, I forget you guys don't have the spell. Alrighty, so it's a 20-foot radius, and the range is 150 feet.
So if we go ahead and aim it right at this guy here, then 20 feet down will hit him, and then 20 feet up should hit the other two as well.
Yeah,
So that'd
seems
be
like
everybody.
it. Yep.
Okay.
Is that the way you
So,
want to start combat? Just by firing that?
yeah, or did you want to get another hit in there real quick there, Pico?
You only get 1 hit, so
Yeah.
1 attack before we do proper initiative. So
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So are you okay with that, everybody? Good plan?
Fine.
I nod.
Okay. Yep. We're going to go ahead and fireball the second one in.
all right. So let's see.
Start pawing the ground.
So I guess that's a Dex save, I believe.
And I'm going to get ready with a ready to action as well, because Galen will lean in, launch the fireball with his wand. He'll jump out right away, and I will slam the door shut just as that happens. That way we don't get anything
Okay,
there.
fair enough. Go ahead and roll 8d6.
Does anyone do it? Or I'll just...
Yeah, whoever wants to do it.
Okay.
29?
Oh,
All right,
okay. Way faster than me.
not bad. All right, it looks like only one of them made the save, which means it took half damage, but they all took some damage. All right, and then you're closing the door?
So, as soon as he launched it, he pulled back. I shut the door so there's no extra blowback to us or anything else.
Okay. So the door is now closed. And, yep, so that happens. So everybody roll initiative.
Initiating initiative, huh? Oh, okay. Well, so I guess we're
Sorry,
not clicking
people.
my normal icon.
That's fine.
Probably for the best given the circumstances.
All right, is everybody rolled?
Wait a second. Is David's initiative? That doesn't look right.
Do you got a 4 bonus on your initiative?
No, it's a -4. Looking at because
Yeah,
he
that's
rolled a
weird.
6. Yeah,
What's
and that's on
your-
his intelligence.
Oh,
Probably
because I
'cause
rolled a
he's-
base.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Hold on, I'll just re-roll it then.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let me remove the bear icon then. And
Yeah.
we now have Pico icon. Okay, let me resort. And round
That-
1.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, just had to bring that up there. Yeah, -4 for the Bears
Yeah,
initiative.
that's
didn't
weird.
sound
But
right.
okay, fair enough.
Okay.
All right, Ragu. The door is closed. What are you gonna do?
All right, is it my free action to
Yeah, you can
open
spend
the
your
door?
free
Listen.
action to open it. Yeah.
All right,
So let me go ahead and open it again for you.
all right.
Oops.
Quick listen. Did they move or anything?
They have not had a chance to move because we rolled initiative. So yeah, they couldn't move yet.
All right. So the fire did some damage to them. All right.
Yep, the closest one to you is at half health. And so you can imagine 3 out of 4 of them are going to be like that.
I'm going to go ahead and be less than tactical. Let me see. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
Yep.
Okay. Charles going to go ahead and fly in and fly back out to give me a swing, and I'm going to see if I can cut down this assassin vine.
Go for it. Who is now charred. Unfortunately, it's extra scared because it's charred, and you can't hit it. Oh, actually, you might be able to hit it because you forgot to give yourself advantage.
Yes, I should roll a second time.
Okay, you do hit it. All right, another 9 points. Definitely hurting.
And the second swing.
Hits again. And another 5. It's still alive, but it's less than 1/5 of its health.
It's going to. Oh, sorry, I didn't say that fast enough, did I?
Say what?
It's going to get flung. I'm going to roll a d8.
Is that
Full
extra
8 points
damage?
of damage. Full 8 points of extra damage go to the trench kukri, so that's 5
All right,
plus
it's
8.
dead. You
And
fling
it's-
it, but you fling the bits and pieces.
Damn it! I was trying to throw it into the next one up and see if that could, like knock that one down or something.
Alrighty, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Ire, you saw Ragu just run in and shred one of those assassin vines. So what are you going to do?
I'm a little scared to run in there, but fuck it. Oh, I can't even make it.
Do you have a ranged anything? As a paladin, do you have like a ranged cantrip?
No.
Don't you have
throw
your
it out ahead.
javelins?
But I already have I'd have to switch, and that takes my action just to switch.
Well, actually, if you're willing to just drop a weapon, you can.
Then I have to pick it up
javelin.
next. Then I have to pick up my.
Now,
either
wait a
way,
second. Your flail is one-handed, right?
Yeah.
Is your
Yeah, that's a
flail
good point.
one-handed?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Can you not just pull a javelin with your offhand and chuck it?
I have a shield.
Oh, you do. Okay, never mind.
I guess I'll just chill here. Just stay high. Actually, can I?
You can dash if you want to get all the way up there.
Not really. Can I use my reaction to prepare to
See,
attack?
You could run up and then hold your action. Sure.
I'll do
So
that, and then,
what's the trigger?
one of the plant creatures coming into the hex in front of me.
Okay, and then you attack. Okay, fair enough. When you do that, though, you only get your one base attack. So just so you're aware, but that's fine. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
All right, and you can do that now.
Oh, sweet.
Just so you're aware, can you be a werebot? Is that even possible?
Why not? Oh, I did not mean to roll that with.
All right, your 11 did not hit. All right, but it's going to attempt to hit you. 18. That does not hit, right?
Misses.
Great. All right. Tico, I guess you're still in bear form. You can hear the sounds of combat from the hallway. What are you going to do?
All right. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go 5, 6, 7, 8. I am going to go ahead and just lay into this assassin vine as much as I can. So I will start by trying to bite the thing, which isn't happening. Oh, wait. And yeah, I don't have advantage. That misses completely. Yep. But whatever. I will go ahead and just bravely retreat to the end of the room.
Fair enough. Your bravery is inspiration to us all. All right, Oreo, you saw that bear run down the hallway, miss a bunch of attacks, and run back. What are you going to do?
She's very confused, but she'll go forward anyway and shoot at the one in front of her.
Okay. That is a hit.
This plus.
So what is that?
That.
17. So it's not dead, but it's really close.
I'm going to go around the corner there, and that's it.
Okay. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So one of the assassin vines moves up to attempt to squeeze Ire, and he succeeds. Ire takes 19 bludgeoning damage. Sorry, Ire. And he is now restrained. 3, 4, 5. Assassin vine comes up from the back. And Avok, you can hear a crunching noise that you associate with Ire getting crushed. What are you going to do?
Okay, I will. I guess
Crushing
enter
defeat.
I'll join you back here, and I'll shoot at whatever vine is teasing him.
Okay, so just so you know, the one to the north of him is almost dead. The one to the west of him, over here, is the one squeezing him. So you're attacking the one squeezing him, not the one that's almost dead, right?
So I can attack both. I'll shoot one. I'll just blast at the one that's almost dead and see how much that does.
Okay, so
Oh
that's
wait, sorry. Or should I?
No, that's a 12, so that one misses.
I'll try again then. 17.
Against the one that's almost dead?
Yeah.
do that.
Fun.
So go ahead and roll damage. And you take it out.
Right.
So Ire's still grasped, but at least you killed one. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
All right, the beginning of round 2. So, Ragu, the life is getting squeezed out of Ire. What are you going to do?
Char, faithful companion, is going to fly up and flutter in Assassin 10's face, and then fly back down here out of the way onto the shoulder of a big bear.
Okay.
Ragu's going to run up, Kreising Blue Dog, whammo, for a full advantage. Slam attack,
That hits.
and that's going to be 10 slashing.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and use that one. We are
What's
going
that
to
one?
roll that attack. Because I could have done that, or I could do my bonus attack, and if I hit with my bonus attack, then I can do this, but that was a good hit. I roll a d8. Only 2 extra points of damage. And... okay. There we go.
You can spend
I want to
it
push him
while
right
you-
back in Divine 9.
Large or smaller? Yep. It must make a strength saving throw, DC 15. Okay.
I don't know if I can. I can get in my my bonus action attack along with this, even though it's rebooting him.
I don't know if you get a bonus action attack with the maneuver.
Yeah, because it's still just attached to my standard attack. I just didn't know if I flung him, then he'd be too far away for me to.
Well, unfortunately, that's not a problem because you didn't fling him because he made a save.
Oh.
So go ahead.
Darn it. Okay, I didn't fling him off fire, but I'm still gonna keep hurting him. Maybe he'll drop.
Yep.
Oh, hold on a second. Normal.
These things are strong though, so that's why he made a save. All right, so you hit,
Okay. It's another 8 piercing.
and that was the exact amount you needed
That was
all at once to
actually-
make him drop Ire, which he does. Ire, you now fall to the ground on your feet. Regu, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that was actually maximum damage for a dagger.
Oh, yep, that's exactly what you needed. Any less, and Ire would still be in his grasp. All right, Ire, you are now on your feet. What are you going to do?
I am going to cast a Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So much for those assassin vines catching your ire.
All right, so it looks like you gained 13 hit points. So that was your action, right?
Yep.
All right, you doing anything else?
And no.
All right, Pico, you can see that the Ire is now free, but low on health, and the assassin vine north of Ragu is pretty low on health. What are you going to do?
Jump. Jump. All right, well, I am going to go ahead and charge up. I am going to claw at it relentlessly. Finally, that's
You hit.
my regular attack.
So 10 points.
All right, I guess that doesn't kill it.
It did not, but it's
All right.
it's pretty close to death.
Well, I am going to bite it. I'm guessing that misses.
If that's an 11, that misses. Yes.
Yeah. 'Cause, I don't have any way to flank that thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and bravely retreat to the corner again.
Fair enough. All right, Oreo. You heard Ire hit the ground. The assassin vine is nearly dead, but still alive. What are you going to do?
Shoot it.
That hits. And
Unless that does it.
you take it out.
All right.
That's it.
Nice.
La violencia.
All right. So the last remaining assassin vine is going to move forward, seeing Ire as the weaker target because he can tell Ire's hurt more. It is going to
I was
attempt
gonna
grab.
say, can I use my free action to taunt it or something? So like, come at me.
Sure, go ahead and make a probably an intimidation.
Okay. Good luck to me. I have no charisma.
Watch, it turns out that it
Okay,
fails.
yeah, it completely ignores you. You're not a threat.
It probably wasn't smart enough to understand your taunt anyway.
Fortunately for Ire, though, it fails to grab onto Ire. And so Devok, you can see one of them trying to attack Ire. What are you going to do?
I will shoot it.
Okay.
Again.
Both of those hit.
Cool.
So 8 points of damage. It's hurting, but still there. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, beginning of round 3. So Ragu, it's ignoring you. You're not a threat to it. So what are you going to do about that?
Oh, I'll show you who's the threat. Char's gonna fly right on by, squawking and flapping in its branches, and fly off. Giving
Couldn't
me
you
advantage. Oh, go
couldn't
ahead.
you just flank it and give that advantage to somebody else?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I can do that too. I was thinking too linearly. Yeah, I can get by him, right?
Yep.
So yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do my attacks first, and then Char will give advantage for the next person.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to swing my
There's
falchion.
Oreo showing up us old timers again.
Yeah, I thought I was a strategic one. She's much very good student. All right.
All right, you hit.
All right, and that's
Good, 8
8
points.
snatching,
It's still alive.
and I'm going to go ahead and wait. Melee attack. This is a large creature.
It is a large creature.
All right. The rules on grappling. Can I grapple a large creature?
I don't remember, but I'll look it up.
I thought it was possible within a size difference going up, but I'm not.
Yeah, because
100% sure.
I technically qualify as a medium creature, but I'm on the larger end of medium creatures.
Yep. There's grapple. It can be no more than one size larger than you. It is within that, yes. So you can grapple if you want.
All right. I'm going to roll a d8. That's a 1. Big deal.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, you got multiple attacks, or do you?
No, that d8. All right. I have my 1 falchion attack. I'm adding a maneuver onto it. That maneuver is a superiority die, which is 1d8. That's
Okay.
the 1. And
It's got a grapple associated with it. Okay. And add the superiority die to your athletics check.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make your athletics check then.
Okay. Back over to my main.
And then you add.
And I still have advantage because we're still flanked and stuff, right?
Yep. Yep.
19.
He's grappled.
This is how you do it, you stupid plant. Grab him, throw him into the ground. He's not attacking or moving anybody.
Well,
If people start.
he can still attack. He just can't move.
Yeah.
All right. Is
But
that the
he
end of
can't
your turn?
grapple yeah. He can't grapple somebody else whilst I'm grappling him, though.
No,
So
you can
everybody else can
grapple
just-
just fine. You can have a person grapple another person who grapples another person. There's nothing stopping that.
Really? You can stack that?
Yeah.
I thought I was stopping it.
You can have a conga line of grappling if you really want to. All right.
Yeah,
I didn't
think of
think
it
you
like
would
you're.
proc-
Imagine like you've got somebody else's legs while they've got somebody else's legs.
I didn't think you could. I didn't think you could proc that to infinity. I thought I was stopping it from grappling and hurting.
No,
other
you're
people.
stopping it from moving, but that's really all you're doing.
Well, we'll do something else different next time. Oh yeah, my bonus attack. Oh no, this was the bonus attack. Okay, yeah. That's it.
No, it's your grappling maneuvers. So that's just your regular. You said the maneuver you can do an attack with a maneuver and still do your bonus attack, right?
Oh yeah, grapple as the bonus action in this particular
Yeah,
case.
the grapple's part of your attack.
Okay, then stab it as I'm holding it down.
Okay, that hits. And you kill it. So you grappled it, and then you sliced it up, and then it fell to the ground.
I should have just picked it up and slammed it or something.
That's okay. I mean, you really wanted to make sure it's dead. That's
Yeah.
fine. It's dead. And
Oh,
that's the
piss
end
me
of that
off!
combat.
How dare you ignore me? I am the biggest fighter.
All right.
Sorry.
So now that you're in the hallway, there is a door with a green handprint to the south that the bear is blocking. There's also one here. And then there's one on the north end of the hallway as well that you can just barely see. So what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna move up. Wait a minute, there's debris piles here. I'm gonna sniff around these.
Okay.
Yeah.
You smell plant, but you can do a proper search. Go ahead and roll.
I'll help unless you want me to roll.
I do get advantage on ones incorporating smell.
Oh.
Yeah, but I meant that more jokingly because the stuff you're searching for is not going to really have a specific smell. So
Okay. Kind of why I was bringing that up, just for clarification.
fair enough.
Was that with advantage, Dave? Because I was helping, I said.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you search and you find debris and twisted metal, but nothing useful.
Check this other pile way up here.
Okay.
I'll do that again, or if you want me to check this time, it's up to you.
Guess I'm fine rolling again. If you're helping me.
You find another one of those fire sticks.
There's one down here. Can I check that one?
Yep. You can roll advantage if Devok's helping you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. You find three of those small coin-like objects.
Okay.
I'm thinking there is one more pile up here if we want to be checking.
Oh, sure. Go for it.
Okay.
You do not find anything of note in that file.
Arg. And there's the two doors here, one at this end and one
So
way down
there's
at
a
the
door there. There's a door in the middle. There's a door to the south. And then, of course, the
Oh,
door
okay.
you came in.
Alright. So, which door should we be checking?
He said the bottom one has a green one. What does the other ones have?
They're all green.
They're all green?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so you could decide. I don't care.
We can check the down one first and then work our way up. And be the closest to the way we came.
Okay. Let me go ahead and open it for you. You see a hallway extending and looping around. Who is down there with you? Is it just you and Oreo?
I think so. Everybody else was moving
Yeah.
into position.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
Do I
you
see
see
any-
another hallway. You can see there's dirt on the ground in this hallway, unlike the one you were just in.
I do want to stealth all the way to the corner. So here.
Okay, so go ahead and stop there.
I did say
And-
stealth.
Yeah, I know. And you're along the wall, and you see two more sets of vines. They haven't moved yet.
Yep.
And then you see a door at the end with a a green handprint.
Okay, carefully walk back. The ragu, no. Maybe not this room. Right now.
But not this room.
Well, there's two other things up down here. Maybe the other rooms don't have anything. Let's try and investigate something that doesn't want to fight us for a little bit.
Okay, we can do that. All right, let's go.
All right. So what are you going to do? Which room are you going to try next?
Middle
Middle.
one.
All right, fair enough. You open up the middle, and you see a large room. And inside, you see several places. You see water, and you see it's an indentation in the ground. You don't know how deep. You can see these long tubes sticking into the water, and you can see that this water is purplish and is boil. It seems like it's boiling. At least you see bubbles rushing forward. Beyond that, you see what looks like water flowing to the west, and then you'll see another central vat or pool of water, which is also boiling or bubbling, and then another stream, and finally one at the end. And one thing you notice is the water in the middle is definitely greenish in color. It's purple is near you, and it's red on the other side. So it seems like the water is changing color based on where it is. In addition, you see several blue glowing cylinders, similar to the ones you've seen before. You see some sort of tubes or pipes in the walls. You see there's strange metal objects that are hanging down into the water across each of the artificial rivers. And at the end, you see more of the blue cylinders.
Hey, Ire, do you want to take a peek in here and see if you remember anything?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and roll your d8.
Okay. Am I able to use a fate point to make this a?
You could
Yes,
use a
ma'am.
fate point to re-roll.
No, I'm not doing that.
Will the peyote work on Ire like it did on Galen?
Probably not.
Okay. It's just funny. Thought I'd ask.
All right, so what do you do?
You said it would look like it was boiling, or it is boiling water?
You honestly can't tell. It's not yet. The room doesn't feel particularly hot to you, but it's definitely
I might
bubbling
just-
as if it's boiling.
I'm just gonna get up to there. I'm not gonna go even get that close. I don't feel any warmth or anything like that.
Not particularly.
Hmm.
You see that from there, you can see that the pool is probably about 10 feet deep. And you can see that there seems to be jets of water that you can see now that you're closer. And perhaps that's what's causing the bubbling.
You're saying this is a big jacuzzi? Cool.
And the water is definitely purple.
Purple. Okay. Well, I mean, if no one's dying to take a dip, then we might as well check the other room because I don't think there's any other way. I mean, are the pipes obstructing the way of walking around it, or can I go around it?
You could probably climb underneath or over. Underneath being the safer thing. So you could probably crawl through.
Yeah, I'll do that. Keep making my way around.
Fair enough. Yep, you make your way around. You can see in this water, it just seems to be flowing from here over to here. And you can see there's a gradient where it's more purple on one side and then more green on the other. It's almost like it's changing as it's flowing. And as you move around, you see another area. It's very similar, except the green water with the jets inside, causing it to bubble. And then Finally, as you make your way through, you see the reddish water. It's not quite red, but you get the impression that it is becoming more red. And
Nothing in the water itself, though.
the
Nothing, just
water
the water.
seems fairly clear, other than the odd color.
Okay.
When we were messing with unlocking this place, it did say about water purification. I believe we left that on, but that might be this place here.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, without no
Jeremy, can
other
you
way of. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, Jeremy, can you go ahead and turn on Char for me, please?
Sure. Boo, 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 boo. Where? Sorry, I'm having trouble. Oh, there it is. Can you see it now?
Yes, thank you.
Go ahead and stop there, Pico. Due to your high passive perception, as you are moving around this area, you notice a grating in the wall here. It was kind of out of the way, covered in dust, easy to miss, but it looks like some sort of looking through. You see there's some sort of tunnel or air shaft or something along those lines. It's way too small to fit you, but it could fit a humanoid-sized person.
Can everybody see me from over there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and just sniff kind of at the lower part of the wall, and I'm just gonna be scratching repeatedly.
Char landing next to you, looking at what you're doing, kind of communicates back to me, and I'll go ahead and tell everybody that Pico, I think, has found a grate of some sort. But
And
Oreo
actually-
was saying something. I didn't mean to have her cut off.
Oreo, were you saying something?
I don't know. I forgot. Dude, that was
Alright.
like
Sorry.
3 minutes ago. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I was gonna forget something. Well, I was gonna say something that I almost forgot. But am I able to break the grate open or pull it off?
Yeah, let me move you out of the way so I can open it. Yeah, you're a big, strong bear. You break it, and you can see the passage. Because you don't have dark vision, you can't see that far, because the light falls off. But oh, there you go. Now all of a sudden,
I was gonna, I was gonna say.
what Char
can
notices
fit
at
in
the
there.
end is he sees another grating way at the end.
All right. And I go ahead and relay that back to everybody back there. It's a long hallway, and there's a grating on the other end, which might lead to a different room. And Char kind of pokes at the grating that Pico ripped off, and then points down with his head a little bit to let Pico know what's going on too.
If you guys aren't gonna go in there, then I'm diving in there just to go through.
Okay,
All right.
I move out of the way so Oreo can get through.
fair enough.
Yeah, I was just gonna have Char go down there and take a peek, but if you're just going, then I'll.
You didn't
I'll
say
behind you.
anything, so I'm not gonna wait here 10 years to figure out who's gonna do what. I'm just gonna go.
All right, so you go through, you crawl through, and you find yourself in another storage area with another door with a green handle.
What about the things around me? Anything that looks like I can pry open? Because there's like 3 things in here.
Yep. So there's two closed barrels. You guys have already figured out how to open those, so you guys can just open them. And
Okay.
you see another box with two rectangular objects that are glowing red that are locked.
Urgh. We need to figure out how these are working. Can Oreo, with her lockpicking skill, and me with my tinkering skill, maybe come up with a theory?
Yeah, you guys already looked at it, and yeah, this doesn't give you anything new. You doubt that your tinkering skill would allow you to break through, because whatever's causing this to close, it'd be kind of like trying to tinker a magic lock.
All right, wait a second. I do have one more thing I suppose I can try.
Just
Eh,
because Oreo is not necessarily in the most smartest cookie when it comes to like
Hey now.
unlocking things. Can I just wave the malachite crystal rod that I found from underwater just to see what the hell might happen, if anything?
You
You
do so,
specific.
but nothing happens.
Okay, cool. She's gonna be like, yeah, I thought this could be done, and then I just put it back in my pocket. Okay.
What was that malachite crystal rod thingy? What's that do again? I it's the player for
I
me.
have no idea. It's just
Apparently
I
nothing in
just
this
found it.
case.
But yeah, exactly.
So yeah, the
Okay.
interesting thing about that is it had a bunch of it's covered in these small little tiny holes that seem to be in some sort of pattern, um, but that's all you guys know about it.
I guess it's a
Okay.
good thing I wasn't around to see that, because I was going to joke earlier that, see, another 1,000 years of trying to learn lockpicking, and I probably still wouldn't be any better than you at it.
What are the
Oh,
barrels?
Okay, so like I said, you guys already know how to open those, so you do so, and and um, and one of them you find on another three of the 3 foot tall crystal statues. In the second barrel, you find probably about it's stuffed full of probably about 10 1 foot tall um, crystal statues. Each of those being about half a pound.
is there anything unique or
I can't
special
hear you,
about
Regu.
these? Are they anything unique or special about these, or are they exactly the same as the others?
They seem to be the same, although you suspect that you'll be able to get money from them since they are cultural artifacts.
Right. And you said there's 3 of them in here, or
There's
10 of
three of the
them?
large 3 foot tall ones, and then the other barrel had 10 half a foot tall ones. Um, the half a foot tall ones are half a pound.
Okay.
I've
That's
got
still a
two
lot of
questions.
pounds.
Whereas the tall ones are 2 pounds. Anyway, what's your question?
First, is the water actually different colors in different areas, or is that just the lighting?
No, I explained that earlier. It is actually different colors. So you have purple water here, you have
Hmm.
green water here, and something that's edging toward red water over here. And there's actually a gradient, and it seems to be changing color either from the center out or from one end to the other end.
Well, that being the case, then I want to go ahead and kind of sniff at each pool of water, and do I notice anything in terms of quality that way?
So the water at the center seems to be fairly normal. It it's a little odd color, but it smells like water. Um, the water on your end, um, it has a smell where you smelling it gives you a stomach ache. And the water on the far end, smelling it makes your eyes water.
Hmm. That's interesting. Probably against my better judgment, I'm going to go ahead and try and. You said the middle pool was the one that seemed normal, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and tentatively take a taste of that center pool then.
Okay. You take a taste. Go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Yeah, great. All right, just a sec.
And while you're getting to that, what's everybody else doing?
I had one last thing I thought we could try here, Oreo.
Well, I was gonna say, can you help me first check this pile of trash here first? So can I roll with advantage?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Whoops, rolling again.
All right, you search and you find one of those. It looks like one of the fire sticks, but it has a lightning bolt on it.
Oh, sweet.
All right. I reach into my hip pouch
Wow!
And
Finally.
Okay,
Wow.
so you drink from the water, and you gain 15 hit points are restored. Your body just seems to heal itself. And if you had any levels of exhaustion, they would be gone now.
Mm.
Wow.
Anyway, so what were you doing? You were searching the pile. You got a 24. Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
already
no,
got
no,
you already got it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Ragu was gonna say something else though. He was gonna check something else.
Oh. Yeah. I reach into my hip pouch and I pull out the little discs. I got a little green disc and a little red disc and a little blue disc.
Okay.
And I put the other two back and I take my blue disc and my blue disc has a button on it. So I'm going to try and set it on the box in some way, where it looks like it maybe should be, and I'm going to push the button.
So you do that with the blue disc?
Yeah, because I found a blue disc with a small button in the middle of it, kind of like a
Okay,
little
so
remote.
the blue disc does nothing. But you get the impression that you might be on the right track.
Hmm.
But the red disc that we got didn't have that description to them, Ragu?
Well, no, the red disc and the green discs, all the other discs we found were just little tiny discs that act as card keys. But I found one blue little tiny disc
Well,
that had a
no.
little button on it.
Maybe the button thing is not necessarily the thing. I have a red disc. You have a red disc. Put them together.
Oh, yeah. So we'll
Okay,
go ahead and set the red discs on.
you do so, and as soon as you put the red disc nearby, near the red rectangular objects, they stop glowing and they look like normal metal, and then they just fall to the ground. The thing is unlocked.
High five.
Nice. We pry it open. What's in there?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
You
in here.
you open it up, and inside you see a strange looking sword. It looks it's perfectly smooth, but seems to be iridescent, and it and you can see that it is super thin.
All right. What
What
model
color is
sword
it?
is this?
It's basically metal, but it's iridescent, meaning that as the light hits it, you see this kind of rainbow colors across it,
Like kind of
Rainbow.
opally.
Oh.
like a soap bubble.
Where is everyone?
We went
Um,
up
I'm gonna go ahead and do
They run through a
a
passage just
ritual.
north of me.
over
No,
here.
I
Over
can't.
here.
Here, I'll help you. Go
I like how
north.
the Volk is worried about the rest of us and not the bear that just drank a bunch of random freaking water in the middle of the pool. Cool. All right.
I kind
Yeah,
of
I
want
was
to drink
gonna.
this water too, actually.
I'm gonna go ahead and, if everybody doesn't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and do a ritual cast detect magic identify.
Wait, Ire, what are you doing?
I said I want to drink the water.
Oh, hold on. If you're standing right there, I sniff at it, and then I stand up and make a as I smack at my belly. And then I go ahead and grab my paw and pull on you.
I did not know that
Okay.
Pico was a circus bear. Holy shit.
Uh-huh. So drink this water. Is that what you're saying?
I sniff this one and then kind of make licking gestures at it.
Oh, okay. I'll take a sip of this water.
All right, so okay, you do so. Make a Constitution save. All right, you drink it, and you gain back 5 hit points. And if you had any levels of exhaustion, you would gain one of those back.
You say 5 hit points?
5 hit points, yeah.
We.
And then, Ire, you see me go over to the eastern pool. I sniff at it. Then I stand up and start pawing at my eyes.
Made you blind. It makes me curious. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. All right, Ragu, you've cast your identify, and it's coming back blank. You're convinced this is magical, but whatever power it holds, perhaps due to the alien nature of it, or perhaps the way it was constructed, your spell isn't helping you at all.
All right. What about the detect magic? Is it at least glowing, or did it just absorb
He
my
he
spell
did say
magic?
it's a magical spell. I mean, magical thing on
Yeah,
it.
you're convinced
So.
it's magical, or at least has a magical
Okay.
component. But your spell isn't giving you any useful information beyond that.
And what style of sword was this?
It's a lot like a rapier or something along those lines, but it's super thin. Uh, Imagine taking a razor blade and extending it out sword length.
Okay. Very thin. She will take it with us and find out later. I think that's all we have in here. We have
No,
another
there's a
box we can go
door.
back
There's
to.
a
Yeah.
freaking door. It's gonna.
That's why I
Oreo,
said
as you
this
approach,
room right here.
As you approach the door, Oreo, you hear sounds of electricity on the other side, like a lightning spell or something, but it's going constantly.
Oh, you know what? I think maybe the rest of the group might need us back. I think we've done enough discovering for a little bit.
Should we not at least peek?
No. I think we're fine for now. Let's wait until everybody's together, and then we will revisit this room.
Well,
I will pull
okay.
Ragu by the ear and go back to
You don't have to pull me, buddy. I'm coming. Yes. We still have the other box we can go check now, yeah?
And now what do we see? Are they both drinking from the freaking pool when we arrive?
No, you missed that part. They're
Jeremy,
both
I got
hanging
stuck
out
in
over
the-
here though, for some reason.
Oh,
Wait, you guys
I
aren't
was
supposed to
stuck in a
pass through
wall.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was contact issue. I was just jumping across and I got stuck in a
Okay.
wall.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
Okay. So everybody gathers back up.
well now we explained that we know how to open up those weird chest-looking things, so we can go back to the other one later and figure out what the hell's in the other one.
So it isn't the other one just around the corner?
I don't think it was in
Wasn't that
this
in
room.
this one?
I
thought
don't
it was. Char, go
think
look.
so.
Okay. This is the room we came out of. We went back this way. Here we go. Up here. Here we go over here. Yeah, it was this room. Or is
Oh,
this,
sweet. The second
Come
you
on
say
back.
that, I'm gone.
Yep, I'm there with you.
Alrighty. Anyway, so yep, you open the
Why
chest.
am I stuck? No, move! Holy shit!
Well, you said you moved, so I'll just put you there. There you go. You're
Okay,
there.
thank you.
Oops. You're there. There.
No.
Oops.
No, I'm
You're
in the-
there.
Thank
Sorry,
Alright.
it's the hexes with the.
Sure.
Anyway, since Oreo says she was going to be there as soon as you said that,
I waited.
and she is
Yeah.
a rogue, so unless anybody has any objections, I'm just going to say she got there first.
Okay, I was racing her, but okay. Well, no, Char got there first, so she showed up and Char was already there looking.
You know
Fair
what?
enough.
I take your card
I
and
got
I
there-
open it once
I get there
there.
after. I get there after Oreo because she
What's
was
in the
kitty
damn
bastard me.
chest there,
All right.
Jeremy?
What you find are two. They look like daggers or knives, but they're in the same style, where they're super thin and iridescent.
So the same looking soap looking kind of thing?
Yeah.
Nothing specific about these like that resonates, I don't know, like vibrating or anything like that?
Yeah, it's just pretty much the same. It's like the same super thin. It seems to have. You're looking at the edge, and from your experience, and it seems to be super sharp. Yeah, if you touch one, it seems to kind of just meld into your hand,
Meld.
as if it fits your hand perfectly.
Oh. Okay.
And
Up.
just for trying to drag stuff over into my inventory, do I just call this a rapier for the moment, or more of a long sword or a short sword or a?
You can call it a rapier.
Okay,
And what things Oreo found, you can call daggers.
okay.
Or
Okay, I'm
Oreo will
I'm
probably put in
guessing you
hers,
are
but yeah,
liking.
same thing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm guessing you are liking the two daggers there. Eh?
Is it
well.
actually a rapier, or would I be able to use it with the simple weapons skill?
It'd basically be a rapier
Okay.
if you're talking about the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, the daggers are simple weapons. A rapier's a martial weapon.
Yeah. Oh, I have martial weapon as well. I guess I could use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so for now, I'm just gonna drag a random dagger thing into my thing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just calling it iridescent. I just dragged a rapier and I'm typing the word iridescent in front of it until we figure out what it does.
Cool. Alrighty. Good to know. And you said there were two of them?
Yes.
Okay. How much do these weigh? Just is same as a dagger?
You
Nothing
pick them
special?
up, and you swear they don't weigh anything.
Cool.
Same
All
with the
right.
sword.
Okay.
And
All
in
right.
fact, if you were to if you wave it and you let go, it looks like it floats there for a second before it falls.
Ooh. Yeah,
Mm,
interesting.
okay. Add them to the collection. Moving on. Um,
Was that the only box in here that we needed yet to open?
that was the only one that had that special combination of it so far. We've only encountered two of them.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So yeah,
All
you
right.
open the box. You've collected everything in that room. So what are you gonna do next?
Oh, I did also want to share with everyone what the room with the potential trap in the form of lightning was in that one room that we left unchecked. But we can leave that for later if we want to check the last room up in the North Hall.
Okay, we can be doing that.
Okay.
I do not mind at all.
So you're gonna open this room up here.
Yep.
All right. Let me go
Make
ahead
sure everybody's
and
ready.
get to it. You open it up, and it looks very familiar. Actually, it doesn't look familiar to you, but it probably looks familiar to Pico. Pico, this is the room you came down in.
Ah,
Yeah.
do we want to check these piles here?
I think Pico did
I think we
already.
all with them. Yeah.
In this room or in all
Yeah,
the
because you all
others?
came down at once, I believe, and then
Okay.
you separated.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you see a door with the green handle. So yeah, remember you guys were. This is the first room everybody was in, and then you went through all
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Just before it opens, can I just check by the door and hear anything sounds familiar from the other room?
You're listening, and you hear something, but it's not familiar. You hear maybe rustling noise.
I share that
I
with everyone,
kind
but
of,
I never don't. Yeah, never mind.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say, as you were
sniff the
sitting there
door.
listening, as Oreo was listening by the door, I kind of put my head up and listened as well, and just kind of whisper to her. So you want to see what these new blades can do, yeah?
I think we want to know what these do. We need to sit with them for a little longer than 5 minutes.
I was just going to take mine and swing and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how they work, but sure, you're welcome to do that.
Okay. Sorry, Pico was sniffing.
Yeah.
Okay. You're sniffing, and you smell a strong sense of smell of plants. It's not the vines, though. It's some other plants, but you don't recognize them.
And not the plant creatures.
It's not the plant creatures, and it's not the vines, although it definitely is plants.
Well, I'll just start growling right there. Although I think at this point everybody already knows there's danger behind it.
Yeah. Is the door completely sealed? Is there any little,
Yeah,
crack or slag or slate?
it's sealed to the point where you can't see light or anything.
Okay. No little peephole window.
There's no peepholes or anything like that. Yeah, once you hit it, it opens completely.
Alrighty. Well, I can go ahead and open it and then close it again really quickly if we do not like what we see, but I'm thinking we can do some damage.
Okay, you're gonna open it. I can barely hear you, by the way, Ragu.
Sorry. I don't know why that keeps adjusting. Normally this works so much better. Okay, how's now?
Where's Devok?
I don't know where Devok is.
You,
Oh,
actually.
he's by the version of you that isn't there. Here, Devok, let me go ahead. Stop. Let me just go ahead and move you. I'll go ahead and move you with everybody else.
They're not seeing very well. So when you guys go somewhere quickly, I have no idea where that is.
All right. So is everybody in the same room now, or everybody view in the same room?
Looks like it.
Devok, can you
Okay,
see?
what that?
I'll ready an arrow if there's anything hostile on the other side.
Okay.
Wait a second. Let me think for a second and a half here. Hold on.
Second and a half done.
I had an idea. I just want to see if I'm right. Okay, hold on. Sorry to take time.
Ragu, were you gonna say something?
Yes. All right, Char, my little
All right.
lady. We can do this. We've done this before. Just this might be dangerous, but I think we can do this. Yeah. And Char's like, squawk. It's okay. I close my eyes, and I'm concentrating on this door, how thick it is, and I'm imagining a spot right here, just a few inches in front of the door, so it doesn't hit the door. I dismiss Char as an action. I then resummon Char as an action, causing it to reappear anywhere within 30 feet of me in an unoccupied space. It does not say I need to see the space, so I can put him just on the other side of the door.
Well, in that case, subtract whenever it takes an hour and 10 minutes or whatever, and you'd have to subtract.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not recasting the spell. Here.
He's like in a
So-
pocket dimension, essentially. That's what once
Yeah,
once
it
he's already
happens as
cast.
part of the spell.
Yeah.
All right. Blah blah blah. Pocket dimensional.
Temporarily dismiss your familiar.
If you cast
Yeah,
a spell,
I'm not dismissing it forever.
Blah, blah.
You can cause it to reappear in any unoccupied space within 30 feet of you. I don't have to see that unoccupied space. I just have to, cause him, and he on the other side of the door is within 30 feet, and it was only a temporary pop into his pocket dimension and then pop him back out. It wasn't actually casting the spell. It's an effect of the spell permanent.
Okay.
I can
Yeah.
always put Char in
Yeah,
a little pocket dimension and keep him away.
I'll allow it for now. I'll look it up later to see if you need line of sight. But for now, we'll say it works.
Okay, yeah.
For
'cause
what it's
it
worth,
literally
I just
doesn't
looked
say
that up
line of
right
sight.
now, and I'm actually
Yeah.
kind of surprised. Apparently, Jeremy Crawford ruled that it would work.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, it's on
All
the
right.
other side, and so.
And I'm looking through his eyes. Yeah.
Yep, and you see a room full of plants. You see these. You see these large vats of yellow liquid. You see red trees, large trees with red leaves. You see red grass growing beneath it. You see these weird blue bushes with large leaves. And you see these strange plants that are glowing this vibrant fluorescent purple. And as Char appears, they immediately start snapping, and one of them, you see a long tongue furl out, and we'll see if he hits Char.
Yeah, we need to evasive action and summon him back, or pocket dimension him again.
So does a 9 hit Char?
1 second. Nope, his armor class is at the minimum 11.
Okay, so he pops back.
All right, I saw what I saw there, and I'm going to describe it. All right, there's 3 orange glass and metal pods, like the green ones from before, but they're like this orangey yellow amber liquid. And then there's these large purple trees, and then these other these other plants that are looking like aloe cactuses, but they're a little bit different color. And then there's these giant Venus flytraps that tried to eat Char, but they look like they're in a pot. They did not move. They were just like zapping from their pot long tongues, like a frog.
No other doors or anything beyond them?
I saw no other doors, Jeremy. Was I missing a part
no,
of the map?
Char would have seen the door. There's a door on the west side of the room. Oh, and there's a door to the south as well. So
Okay, yeah.
there's a door to the west and south in addition to your door.
Okay, yeah. So there are 2 other doors. But yeah, they're big. They're like not iridescent, but they're like glowing, like those little Tinker Gnome tubes that make the funny light. You know, they're glowing Venus flytraps. But I think we can bring the weed killer. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there aren't any flies on Venus. Of course,
that's what
because of
we
the Venus flytraps.
Yes, yeah.
I mean,
We're all
I'm
sitting
gonna
there listening. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I'm gonna defer the whole wanting to go into another fight to the people that are most hurt, which I'm looking at Ire. So
I am weak, but I can burn another spell slot if I need to.
how many are you down to left?
I have 3 level 1 and 1 level 2. I don't have very many to begin with.
Now,
Well, wait a
pro tip,
second,
you
I'm
don't
sorry, what about,
necessarily have to tank.
Yeah,
I was gonna
that's
say,
true,
what
yeah.
about Oh wait, no, you can't do the healing, the med kit thing, can you?
Nope, but I am gonna cast another heal. I should be fine.
All right. So what are you guys gonna do?
So we're gonna do this room for sure, considering the time that it is right now, just like out of game,
So
Oh, getting
yeah,
close.
what I'll probably
definitely
do
don't.
is if you guys open up this room, I'll open it so you guys everybody can see it, and then we'll stop.
Well,
Okay, that's what I was
our
gonna
next-
say.
Yeah, we
I was
definitely
gonna
don't
say,
have time.
Our other option is to know that there is a fight here in this room, and we go back up to the other two down shafts and check. Because were there any other boxes in there that we needed to do a key opening? Were those the only 2 boxes that needed?
Yeah, those were the only 2 that we had found so far, at least. Like, do we have to roll an intelligence check to remember those were the only 2, Jeremy? Like, I remember only
No, they were the
seeing
only 2
2.
you found so far.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I thought there was more. I'm sorry. All right.
Now, not the
thing
other
we can
2 down shafts, just the other one, because we just passed the first of the 3. Now, there are 2 things you're going to want to consider is my bear is probably not going to be able to climb up after everybody. So if you want to explore where the other down shaft is, you may have to try to follow through the hallways to get there.
The thing with that one is that one I don't think we want to do now, or at least not in Not in the form, obviously, that you're in, but we're gonna probably all want to be together if there's like a. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like there's an obvious trap on the other side, because of the
Well,
sounds that we were hearing.
that's what I was gonna say is we can go back to that room, and I could blinky Char, and can tell us what is on the other side, and Blinky will come
Uh,
to me right away.
I don't know if the blinky is gonna be enough when it's a trap. Because as long as you're in there, it sounds like it might something that will zap them immediately. So I don't know. It's up to you. If you want to risk that, go for it. But just saying.
Okay. Well, I do know that the machines and other technologies here at this place have making buzzy sounds before, like the power generators make buzzy sounds. So I'm not 100% sure it's an instant lightning trap like you think there. So we can try that, and then we can have everybody come peek in this door and see what happens next session.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. We'll go ahead and do that, Jeremy. If you want to just pop us over, or I could move over.
Although,
Back to that.
how confident is anybody that there's other stuff to find?
I still think there's other stuff to find. I mean, we still have that one other room that we haven't joined in yet, which we might, and we still have obviously rooms here. Who knows what we'll find? But at least let's take a peek behind that other door, and that way we'll have an idea of what's behind both doors, and we can, pick and choose our battles then. Or if we wind up taking a rest first, anything like that, yeah.
Okay. So so where do you guys want to go? Are you guys going out and in, or are you going to that room where you heard the electricity?
The room where we heard the electricity.
Okay. And who's going?
Char and Ragu, at least. Anybody joining?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right.
Guess we'll all follow. You're gonna have to lead me there.
All right.
Oh shoot! Oh, if that's through that thing, I guess I'm not going through.
Yeah, I moved you as close as I could, and that's where you wind up.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
I
you were
get
going there.
Char ready.
Sorry. Go.
Okay.
I get Char ready and pass him into his pocket dimension and pass him on the other side of the door.
Okay. Let me go ahead and back
Getting
you up.
very ready to, grab
Yep.
Char. Getting
So,
very ready to poof him back if I need to.
so I'm going to go ahead and show you what's there, but you only see it for an instant because as soon as he shows up on the other side, this arc of electricity zaps him and he is dead.
That's what I
Oh.
figured.
No kidding.
I mean, I gave you a heads up, man, but
So
was a
you
risk
got,
you were
got
willing to
that
take.
instant,
It was
you got
an
that
instant
instant
death
flash.
trap.
I hope you saw it.
There's sounds
see
of
it.
electricity vibrating
Which
through
is-
the door, my dude. How do you not get that warning from a DM?
Because that's the same sound that all these batteries that suck magic to run make.
Actually, that's a question. Do we get the same sound in the what I've been calling the computer rooms where the crystals were?
Not really. I mean, you get a kind of a hum and all that, but this literally sounded like free electricity.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
'cause
what I
that room
interpreted.
where we had to burn level 3 spells to power
Yeah,
that
you
big
didn't
one
hear
back
electricity there. That you heard a hum,
Yeah,
like you ever seen Star Trek, where you hear the engine. It's something.
I'd swear you described that as an electric hum or an electric buzzing, which is what I thought was on the other side of the door.
Oh yeah, I think you've run into something else that was here that had electric buzzing, but it wasn't the crystal, so it's something else. I forget though. But yeah, you guys have run across raw electricity before.
Okay. All right, fine. We know everything there is to know. All right, we cannot
Actually,
go to
though,
that room at all.
curiosity. As soon as that
a
happens, though,
Pool of green electricity on the ground.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can I be by the door and actually after that happens, can I hear if the sound's still going?
It's still going.
Damn it. Okay.
You just
It
heard
was
a
an
zap,
odd-shaped room.
and yeah, but it's still going.
Never
There
mind.
wasn't even a to hit or nothing, a chance to avoid.
No, because it was like right there. There's no.
It's an odd-shaped.
Yeah, it's like as soon as you're in the area, you just get that bolt at the speed of light, and you're gone.
Okay. Yeah, it's an odd-shaped room, and it's covered with like weird green gooey liquid on the bottom, and there are these little funny looking tubes that are sticking up out of the funny liquid with like little borders on them, and electricity is jumping back and forth between those, all weird and chaotic. I do not know if that is how that is supposed to be. It does not look like something very well thought out technologically.
You're
Maybe
pretty
it's
sure
something.
it's not, based on your knowledge of or artifact knowledge, that it's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah, no, that is a broken something in that thing.
Maybe there's a way to get in that room from another space, so it might not be the only way in there.
Okay. Well, shall we be going back? Um, we can all take a peek at the other room that Char did see, and if we decide to, we can go in there right now, or maybe we can go in there taking an hour.
Sure.
So you're going back to where that plant room was?
Yep.
Okay. So let me move everybody back.
No. I'll go ahead and let everybody else decide. Would we like to take an hour, or do we want to just go?
I'm fine with whatever you guys decide.
So
I kind of look
Wait.
down at myself and just start kind of pawing.
So, you guys obviously aren't necessarily going to go in and do anything because we're going to end the session before the fight. So you guys, nobody's entered the room or anything, but I've opened the door so everybody can kind of get a peek, and then that's where we'll end the session.
Okay.
And while you guys are looking, I will set up the experience.
All right.
All right, so that is.
If we decide to wait an hour, I'll go ahead and call back Char. If we decide to go in now, then I won't do that right now.
Oh, wrong one. Not good enough. Looks like 200. And then 1, 2, 3, 300. So 6, 900. And Oreo.
I fell twice.
Yeah, as I said, I'm pretty sure you fell twice. I know Pico did, or a lot more than twice.
Yeah, I wasted no time on that.
Ragu, did you fail?
I did fail a couple of times.
Okay, yeah. Devok, you were pretty good, but I think you failed, right?
A
You're
sheet.
talk-
Maybe one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
So yeah, once.
I think unless you count a 1 on an intuition roll or initiative, sorry, roll
No.
No.
as a
No.
failure. Okay, 1.
And Ire, you missed twice, I think. Right?
Definitely.
I know he missed at
definitely.
least once because I remember.
No, I
him
missed
missing
twice on
flail
one
attacks.
turn, one
Yeah, yeah.
time. I'm
So you
certain I.
All right. So end of session 20. You get 900 experience points, 400 from encounters, 200 from treasure, 300 from exploration, and Oreo, Pico, Ragu, and Ire both get 100 for learn by failure. Devok gets 50, and Galen gets nothing. So that is the end of the session. So.